It's go time!
This is the path of my destiny. Come on! Hadouken! This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
All right, everybody, what's good? Welcome to twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. We are live with the Latin American East Top 8. We got the likes of Metal RD, Crossover, Mono, Ray, all kinds of heavy hitters that you know from Latin America, and they're going to be duking it out to see who gets first place and takes home the lion's share of the points.
Not only that, we do have a pretty diverse roster of characters. We always kind of like to iterate that every single online qualifier just to see what region plays what character, right? The only possible kind of, duplicate we have is Zeku.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
We have a full roster of characters for you, and it's going to be pretty great.
Yeah, I can't wait to see, of course, Mono rocking the Fong in action. We got Mena, the Birdie Loyalist, the Capcom Cup champion. And we got DR Ray and Kaba, two familiar faces if you've seen a lot of the offline CPT events as well. All waiting to duke it out. You can see how winners and losers bracket breaks down. And if you've joined us before, you know how we get it started. Winners semifinals, and then we go straight down the line until we get on with the whole top 8. It should be a good one.
So two names I'm unfamiliar with, and it's the bottom two on the loser side. I want to say it's Joan Light, but I know the J is silent. It's Hone Light. I want to say it that way. Going up against NC Fox, right? So Hone Light is a Ken player, a character we rarely get to see, and he's going up against NC Fox Zeku. Now, I haven't seen these guys play in the Latin America region, not in the online qualifiers these past couple years. I might have, but it might have slipped my memory.
Yeah.
But they're brand new to me.
Yeah, we've watched a lot of Street Fighter. It's hard to keep tabs on everybody, but hopefully they show us something today. Give us something to remember them by, but we are going to get to that later, of course. We are going to start with the first match in the line. Who'd you say it was going to be? Lumion against Mono PR.
Lumimon actually has a very, very solid character with Sim and Karen. He's played both characters on and off. Pretty much down the line, if anything. And I know you guys saw the little icon that our admin had. It was Honda.
I did not.
But I have to let you guys know that the DLC will not be played for today's online qualifier because they are still very much so brand new.
Brand new.
They're still within that threshold where it's not allowed for tournament play just yet.
Yeah, literally the first week of their release. So they're going to be on the back burner for a little bit while we get to our regularly standard cast that we're going to see today. But yeah, we've been messing with them a little bit.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They are super fun. I haven't stopped playing them actually. Like back-to-back games, like every single day. Like Honda, Lucia, Poison. More so the first two rather than the last one. Poison was always... She always kind of like messed with me in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, some PTSD.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm glad I don't see the Rekka strings or the Rekka routes. I don't see the fireballs anymore. I'm not trying to be a hater.
Yeah.
But man, those are super good. So anyways.
I know Filipino man's right back at home with the Poison.
Oh, yeah.
But he told me he lost like 3K points already playing her.
Big yikes.
It'd be like that
I'm
sometimes.
watching everybody stream these characters, by the way. I know I saw K-Brad streaming Honda. I saw Daigo streaming Lucia and Honda as well.
Ooh.
Momochi's spending a lot of time with Lucia.
Yeah. Which is no surprise, right? Yeah.
Stupendous picked up Poison.
Ooh, okay, I see.
All right, let's talk about the Latin America region real quick. 5 seconds, I'm sorry. We're going to 2 hands.
Got Lumon versus Mono PR again. So he's going with the Sim rather than the Karen in this matchup. Interesting. I think Sim just fights at better ranges up against the Fong, right? Doesn't have to get in as much as Karen does.
Yeah, now it's going to be Mono's objective to kind of keep Luimon away, right? But it's just so difficult once he's in this space. Like, this is the most offensive we've seen Dawson in the history of him playing, other than like the first season. We don't count that.
Definitely not. Mono has the corner. Great view reversal from Lumon and gets the side switch on the teleport. Was able to stuff the button that Mono attempted. Again, taking the trade on the Poison.
And I like this from Luimon. Now, even though the projectiles were present, Luimon still wanted to get that trade to force Mono to stay back. Was willing to take off because he was. And here comes Mono trying to get his offense one plus frames after the kicks.
Oh, yeah, of course, the whip throw plus as well. And getting the counter hit, didn't confirm it though. Again, trading.
Oh, no.
And this time getting crushed, counter and reset with a throw. That means a stun. All Mono here. Go back to the corner.
Slight drop in the combo. Mono is unfazed.
Knock him down again. Put in that wall of Poison up. Go ahead and swing into that. And it seems like already this matchup is all about who gains the life lead first, right? Because then the other player can trade effectively. The one with the lead, that is.
Forced to hold that with the fireball from Luimon. Now forced to block. Mono just going right in there. And that's a really tough situation. Dawson can't really contest with a button after that roundhouse.
Yeah, reversal again now. Luimon wants to make the most out of positioning, but a great slide into the anti-air. Mono complete control here. Once again, the V reversal. Luimon willing to spin it.
Oh yeah, he had to. He was going to be stuck in that situation the whole time. If Mono kept going with the cower crouch kicks, there's no way he could press point because I was the bottom.
He actually did get poisoned by that wall as Mono was able to block in time, so the health is ticking. Finally gets rid of it.
Ooh, tried to get out of the corner. You saw the grab. No real reversals there for Mono PR with Fong, right?
Another jab check. Wow, the jab eaten up on that side. Very wild interaction. Gets the jump back. Mono in control here, but Luimon fully loaded on the resources. Gets the forward throw. V-trigger doesn't activate. Tests him.
He's going to let him cook up a little bit.
Oh, the poison coming through. You got that arc. I got it covered too.
Significantly faster. Good call out for Mono. You know, Luimon thought he was going to get a fireball off, but he just had to hold it. From that distance, he's definitely going to spit some poison.
Yeah, with the Fong cooking and the V-trigger, right, you had to imagine that he was plotting on the critical arc chip for Dalsim, but he wanted to set it up a little bit safely. And I think he thought the fireball was a bit safer of an option, right? But beat him to the punch with the poison. As you said, traverses the screen a bit faster than the Dalsim fireball, so was able to tag him and take the round and the game.
I gotta say, this is really sick. The wiring towards the end, like the circuitry on the sleeves, it's mad sick.
I'm a big fan of the Dalsim outfit as well, actually.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of hair, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm about.
I've noticed for years. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright, both of the guys using the fireballs to kind of cover his tracks on the way over.
Devin approaching nice and safely again. Notice that the drill hit too high, right? So he takes his turn. Good stuff from Mono.
Other side, nice block from Luimon. Got caught reaching though.
Oh, you reach, I teach. Try and get him into foul trouble, but he has the corner. Double V reversal. This is my territory, and you ain't escaping with the EX slide. Oh, the plus frames did not respect it.
You have to sit there and block, and take the grab, which he couldn't because of the amount of life he had left.
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Late anti-air, but effective for Luimon. saw him try to check the teleport. That's why he got counter hit. Now he combos off the counter hit drill. But what in the world?
Anti-air still managed to recover in time. Crouch is strong.
Oh, wow. Roundhouses at that time. Mono keeps trying to set up for the coward crouch into the kicks, right? Trying to get those plus frames going. Luimon starting to scout it out effectively.
And it's like one of those things, right? You kind of see players preemptively neutral jump to kind of punish the kicks on the way down, but Dawson's not that kind of character to do that. Maybe Yoga Stasis, but that's a good start.
Pulled the sleeves back, but only found the Yoga Flame. Luimon tying up the first set 1-1.
Fong wasn't invited to the cooking.
No, he didn't have the fire immunity. Not used to chefing up in the kitchen. Dawson, on the other hand, most definitely taking it 1-1. Definitely an even match so far. I can see why Luimon favors Dawson in this matchup rather than Karen, right? Definitely seems like he has a handle on when and where to poke at Fong. And as long as he gets a live lead, I feel like he trades very effectively.
I think he's taking a step back into rushing down in like this part of the game where it's dead even, right? He's taking his time to kind of open up Mono and try to find the spacing. But now Mono's actually changed it up. Now he's got the cower crouch in the right spacing to kind of force Luimon to block. But it didn't last for that long.
Yeah, the raw read from Luimon, right? He woke up with a Gale expecting Mono to go for a throw.
Alright, this is where Mono gets the shine. If he gets back in that spacing to cower crouch again. Oh no, committed to the sweep instead.
Yeah, reset. Yeah, has plus frames off the drill space. Tries to get it again. Anti-airs. You're stuck in this corner.
Out of there. And that's fine for Luimon. Oh, he teleports back in. Getting angry. I've never heard him say that.
You gotta do something. That's what happens when you pull the sleeves back. He connects with the fireballs.
Dear Lord, look at the poison. Damage over time. Yeah, get off.
Oh, this Yoga Sniper doesn't do it. He can't punish with the EX sleeves. He was looking for it. He respects the fireball. Good stuff from Mono. Too far to punish. Whoa! You ain't going nowhere. Still on a pixel.
No, yeah. That was not going to happen. It was way too far out. Mono did not have the right spacing to even attempt to.
Yeah. He was trying to get the big instant overhead right there, but the spacing was not what he desired. Luimon able to take the round. Put a stop to it again, trading effectively. Luimon with a slight life lead. Not going to be worried about this fireball, just poking at the Fong. And this is what Dawson's so good at, right? He can't set up for free because of the long range on these normals.
Yeah, he's keeping it nice and compact there. He's right at that range. Just in case he wants to throw something out, he'll either trade or beat other projectiles cleanly.
Great decision at the character select screen from Luimon.
Yeah, I like that trade 9 times out of 10 for Luimon. The only time I don't is when it's a trade for 10.
Yeah. Again, the stand medium punch is harassing Mono. Can't find an answer for this. Once he's pushed into the corner, there's no space to do anything.
It's so smart from Luimon too to just take the V-skill and continually abuse medium punch against Mono, because even though he has damage over time, he's still racking up great life against Mono, dude. He's winning this trade battle every time.
And a beautiful read from Luimon to close out the set right there, right? He knew that Mono had to make something happen. He couldn't keep with this war of attrition that they were going with. So he uses the fireball, tries to do the EX slide in, jump back, drill to perfectly counter it. Great adjustment from Luimon here in the set.
Guy's on fire. No pun intended. His adaptation has been spot on so far against the likes of Mono.
The yoga meditation. Very collected mentally. Good stuff from Luimon. Again, this is all 3 out of 5. Maybe this is a CPT top 8.
He'll take the poison every time. Oh, and look at that. It's just not enough of a deterrent to stop Luimon from pressing buttons.
Yeah, Luimon continues to harass despite having the poison taken down, right? Because
so good, dude.
Even if he gets a trade, the poison's gonna go away.
Man, this guy is spot on with this matchup.
Again.
See, look at that. It's beautiful. It's art, man. This guy is sick.
Beautifully played so far. All right, Mono's trying to make some adjustments, going with some neutral jumps, trying to air him a little bit. Finally gets the wall set up preemptively so he doesn't actually get traded.
This is what I like to see. 2 specialists go at it, right? This is great. This is a great street play. Luimon has just been so textbook about what he's supposed to do with what projectile, man. He's been winning every single trade, every single encounter.
And a clean whiff punish. Again, Mono trying to make something happen at the end right there. Doing whatever he could.
A little bit too high up. Yeah, Mono finally getting a chance to strike back in this round.
Yeah, but now he has Luimon in the corner. Yeah, he's got to watch out for the teleport. That's what he's respecting. That's why he goes for a super high teleport. Very nice adjustment. Not gonna let Mono anti-air him for free. But he gets the shimmy. Nothing afterwards here. He's gonna set up shop once again.
Plus friends. 0 after that.
Mono's got a whole lot of gray life here though. He can't get reckless.
Nice work from Mono PR, staying alive, getting that next round, keeping Louismon in check.
Final round.
Stuck behind him to the other side. Tagged him for the damage that he needed. Going into the third round, Louismon is fully loaded on the meter as well. They have a lot of EX fireballs to play with. Back to back on the roundhouse.
Skip to my Lou. He got the double dutch on him.
Put this man on the N1 circuit immediately.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I pressed the button.
Yeah,
I pressed
same.
the button. I waited forever.
Big save. All right, we got the activation. Now we're going to set up shot from long distance. Put the poison orbs out. See him just sliding right through that projectile from Dawson. Not worried about it for a second.
And just winding down that V trigger too. Good stuff from Louismon. Just kind of wait from full screen. I like that trade. Again, Louismon has just been harassing with the normal Flappy Bird out of the way. Too high up.
Wait a minute. Mono PR still has a chance here. Oh, connects. It's going to be a lot of damage in the corner. Doesn't get caught swinging this time, but he gets caught flinching on the poison cloud. Mono's going to force a game 5.
I like that. Louismon has the offense, but can he withstand when it comes to defense? Really nice work from Mono, really pressing that issue, letting the traps down, right? It's the only time he really took full advantage of having those traps so active and being able to get some damage in. He got a little antsy. You saw Louismon get a little antsy, jump when he wasn't allowed to. But Mono staying alive 2-2.
Yeah, you can see how important space control is in this matchup, right? Once Dawson gets Fong at that proper space, he can't really set up shop for free. He's just going to be able to trade effectively with him. But if Mono ever gets Louismon in the corner, he can't swing at all. Again, set up shot. This is exactly where Louismon wants to be. You can see the anti-airs and the fireballs coming out. Great jump out from Mono, though, reading the walk back.
Oh, I like that trade. He's still able to press roundhouse from that close. That's insane.
EX leaves again. Yeah, this is all Mono's game here. Takes the throw, but you can't do nothing after that. Pause button's too fast for Dawson.
Oh, the mysteries of yoga solved. All right, out of the corner. Mono just trying to regain the space. But at this distance, this is all Louismon. Can't get overzealous with your projectiles. He knows the range.
Oh, we got the fierce no combo afterwards. He still doesn't complete the kill.
Ooh.
Mono, oh, once again, he's trying to set up shop in those pixel instances, right? He does the poison orbs. EX slides behind him, perfectly countered by Louismon every time. Oh. Rush counter just sends out a fireball. I love it.
A lot more active in the skies is Louismon. Just really taking that yoga seriously. Trying to use it. Mono catches a couple projectiles. The reversal out of that plus situation. Just teleports out this time as a reversal. Oh, it traded? Oh, boy.
We are swinging for the fences in this round.
You would never think with these two characters.
Yeah. Definitely catching me off guard, but as you mentioned at the very start, right, you can tell both players being a little bit more active, more aggressive.
Oh, that was a weird shame. The trap actually just beat out Dawson.
Oh, good trading. Gets rid of the poison and activates the V-trigger. He's going to be cooking up in the corner unless he spins the V-reversal, which he does.
Mono still trying to find his invite back to the cookout. It all depends if he has the meats. Oh, not quite.
Still alive here. Will he join
Forgot the
Harada?
condiments, man.
Oh,
You
never
can't
that.
just bring the seasoning.
Oh,
Okay.
he finally gets the proper timing and spacing right. He notices he actually made him block the poison orbs, gets the dash in behind, instant overhead. Going to a very last round between these two Latin American Titans here.
Back to that space Louismon wants to bully at, right? Yep, he's exchanging with these fireballs. You know, Mono sees that sign and immediately goes in. He's like, all right, I'm gonna change my projectile game. I'm gonna go up close in your face. Yeah, a lot more compact for Mono.
I love it. As soon as Mono's getting these trades now, he's dashing in, right? He's like, I'm not going to let Louismon just bully me in this corner. I'm not going to let him stay at his ideal space.
Ooh, I like that.
Goes to the other side. Now Mono has the life lead here, so he's going to set up shop. Nullify one hit of that fireball with the poison cloud.
Great defense from Mono, just keeping it safe as well, but a ton of great life. Oh, he managed to get away. Activation off of that. Keep him locked down. Luiman can't press the button. Oh, he did actually.
He got out with the drill and now Vera, so he's got some space back. He actually eats the fireball. Not confident in it to teleport though. Can't say enough. Chop ult flap to the other side. Good block.
Luiman is blocking for his life. That's gonna be it.
It is. The back throw does enough damage and Mono takes it. Last game, last round. He will be in winners finals for the Latin America East top 8 here at CPTO. Very close set, coming down to the wire. Good stuff.
Dude, there was so much chip damage. There was so much gray life. Luiman was forced to block for like 5+ seconds. And that's a long time in Street Fighter.
Yeah, lots of adjustments being made on both sides. I really, like you mentioned during the middle of the set, right, that we saw 2 character specialists battling it out, and you could see how well they know their characters, right? How much importance they placed on space control and getting into that proper range where the other opponent couldn't really do what they wanted to do.
Smart adaptations made from both players. That was a pretty well-played Street Fighter to start things off in winner's side. Again, that was the first round only of winners. That was Luiman versus Mono. Mono's going to be moving on the TO, the head TO for first attack. Is that like a premier qualifier now?
Something like that, yeah. It's definitely part of the CPT.
Yeah, big time in the CPT, so big congrats to him moving on the winner's side. Now we have Kaba versus DR Ray. Names you should be familiar with by now because these are consistent Capcom Cup competitors.
Of course. Kaba rocking the Guile. DR Ray rocking the Ibuki. Maybe the Vega, but definitely wants to go with that cheap stuff. I already know. Kaba, on the other hand, yeah, still sticking with Guile, right? We've seen a few of the Guile players kind of shy away from playing him. Of course, Daigo sticking with it. Kaba, always been dangerous, has always been thought of by the Dominican Republic and Latin America as the best Guile in the world, right? And I think even beyond that space, for a while there, I think he was uncontested as the top Guile that we had in the CPT. So looking for a return to prominence, looking to show everybody that he's still a threat here in the latest iteration of Street Fighter, and I can't wait to see what he's got.
Yeah, for both of these players, I love watching. Actually, let me break it down. This entire region in general, the way they break down characters and matchups is something else. It's super top-notch. The way they apply it to anybody, like their offense and the defense, the way they adapt, it's just, I feel like it's just at another level. Like, they're so close to being one of the strongest regions in the world, in my opinion.
For sure.
I think the way that Mena and Kaba have been practicing and training their other players, it's gonna shake things up either this year or years to come.
Yeah, I mean, we even saw a little bit of that at EVO, right, with the Sea Salt Suite with the Dominican Republic team. Consisting of Mena, Mono, and Doomsnake, right?
That's right.
Taking out Team Japan, which had Johnny and Otani on it, right?
Yeah.
2 of Japan's up-and-coming stars. So, yeah.
That's a big.
Well, Johnny,
that's a pretty
up-and-coming
big deal.
star, excuse me.
Yeah.
Otani's been around for a while.
Still pretty good. Both players still very solid, nonetheless. So I mean, it's really exciting to see them back here again in top 8. We get to see what they're all about. I haven't got to see DR Ray too much in the circuit. The only thing I remember is that one, he's been a Capcom Cup qualifier. Hands down, one of the best Vega players in that season.
Yeah.
Right? Moved on to Ibuki, made even bigger waves for the Red Bull Conquest, or the Red Bull Proving Grounds and Battlegrounds series, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't seen him too much since, but I'm pretty sure his adaptation from Vega to Ibuki has been a pretty smooth transition.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's a very talented player. And you mentioned before that the Latin America and the Dominican Republic are just so hungry and so, like, cohesive as a unit, right? They play with each other, they constantly grind, they share tech. They're all just, the camaraderie is unlike any other region, I think, in the world. And because of that, that really helps them excel at a much faster pace, I think, than a lot of players trying to compete in the CPT.
Yeah, if you want further evidence of that, just go to any CPT where they're all around. You'll hear them. You don't even have to see them. You will hear them. You will hear the support in their rallies every single time one of their boys is up on stage.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So, very, very cool community, actually. I've always wanted to go over there just in general, just to kind of like...
yeah, I forgot what the tournament event was that was recently... that recently happened in the Dominican Republic, but that was an incredible tournament. I know everybody that went had an amazing time. So we are getting into our second half of winter semifinals. Thank you all again for joining us here on twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. You haven't missed much action. We only have Mono PR moving on and making sure we see his opponent right now in winners finals. Whoever comes out on top between Ray and Kaba. We're getting the 2 characters we expect as well. Buki versus Guile.
Round
See
1.
Guile looking to keep her out, right? She can't take to the skies too recklessly. So have the flash kick on deck. But DR Ray always has that kunai to mess with the air trajectory a little bit. But Guile doesn't have to worry about that too much because of the flash kick. Just having that all-encompassing hitbox that will still hit Ibuki even through that.
Being able to go through projectiles as well, like on flash kick, to special properties like that. So that's going to be an even better time if one can react to it, right? It's not the end-all, be-all solution.
Wow, Wood punishes with the V trigger.
Nani?
Only got the EX Rider afterwards. Busts out with the EX flash kick. Got a quick reload from DRA. 4 kunais on deck. Has the meter as well. And he just had those locked and loaded. He knew Cabo was thinking about him. Took advantage of it and dashed up and through. Great stuff.
Oh, that was tricky. You saw that. The air-to-air, trying to go under, but faked him out.
Nice. Multiple lights all the way into the flash kick. Of course, Kaba, character specialist.
That was mad difficult.
Yeah, considering he got the light kick from a move, or you into a move that required a down charge, right? That was
Stun! Forward fierce anti-air.
the niche anti-airs. The spacing is on deck, and I don't care what side you're gonna be on because this is just down up.
With that amount of life, I don't blame him for doing that. That's like a risk he's willing to take. Right? For the round, yeah, for sure I'm taking it. If he blocks it, whatever, I'll be alright. He took to the skies. I like that option. Dr. Senpai only one of the hits, didn't stay grounded for the rest of it. That was very smart for Cabo. Staying within that range too. Out of there, using it to down.
Instead of ES kunai this time, and that's why you don't want to get hit on the ground, right? Because then you can put up in the mix-up after the explosion. Big whiff on the sweep. DRA, one mix-up away from the game. And I think that should be, he's going to build the bar. Oh yeah, didn't even need it. DRA taking the first game.
Man, his transition into Buki is
Looking
pretty
clean.
solid. I gotta say, pretty solid. I think it's a really, really great trade-off for playing Vega for so many years.
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
I don't know, man. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, Vega, you know, he has some things that can annoy the opponent, but he just doesn't have that quality of life that Ibuki has, right? So many clean ways
Damn!
to convert.
That was at the tip of the toes.
Converted with a raw DP.
Plus. Oh, that's plus. Oh my god.
Caught him flinching here. This is all DRA. Gets the forward throw.
Oh, get off me.
Please, no more.
In there. Swimwear. One more. Got him.
Barely 20 seconds go by as DRA takes the game.
Suited up, jumping into the pool into game 2. I like that.
No anti at that time, but he immediately checked him after the jump in. And Kaba didn't have the down charge for the flash kick. Wasn't ready with any other anti-air option.
Man, his spacing for kunai has been immaculate. Treat them like divers.
Check from Kaba, and he gets to sweep into the activation. He takes the double dash, though. Can't get into DRA space that easily.
Other side, he committed to the target combo that is punishable. Nice. Oh, that was a flash kick.
Yeah. Trying to catch him reaching. Bust out with the flash kick. He's still got a little bit of V-Trigger 2 left.
EX kunai is what you would expect from that range. Good defense from Kaba. He's setting the bar to keep Ray away.
Oh! Kaba tried to bust out and it costs him the game. DRA did not have any kunai left either. But man, Kaba was just tired of the oppression. Ray has been constantly just in his face, overwhelming him, not giving him any chance to really set up what Guile wants to do.
Can we just say how optimal that finisher was too? He went for back throw just in case there was an extra round to get that meter. I gotta say, man, despite the game already being over, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the little things.
You got to
right?
keep the good habits no matter
Yes.
what. No matter what.
Yes. Yeah,
I really like that.
You guys could make fun of me for being illegal now. I just thought that was pretty good. Like, I know the game was over, you could stunt, but at the same time, he's like, I'm gonna back throw.
Yeah.
I respect that.
You got to make sure you build the right habits, no matter what. Even if the game's going to be over, if you make the optimal decision, then it's just going to be in there, right? It's going to be part of your muscle memory in the future. Unless you're one of those that likes to take those moments to style. You know, we always have those. Shouts to Reynolds, of course.
Oh, yeah.
People like that.
I don't know if, like, they do that against each other because they're teammates, I would say.
Well,
But I feel like that would be that kind of, that rivalry would be like, yay, you got busted up, hold that. Like,
hold
I would
that
see DRA,
stuff.
like, treat Kaba as a little brother, probably.
Well, he's doing that to him right now, that's for sure. It's 2-0 so far in this set. Ray Ibuki has just been running over Kaba's Guile. That's why we took a break. It went back to the main menu, went back to the character select to get a little bit of a breather, get some composure together as we go back into game 3.
Oh,
and
let's go!
Only getting the composure back together, but we have a character select switch. We got Rashid in for Guile. I am unfamiliar with Cabo Rashid.
I am
not
too.
unfamiliar with Rashid in general. Of course, a very successful character in this latest iteration of Street Fighter and just Street Fighter 5 in general.
So Cabo already intimidated DRA from jumping in, right? Already went for the fierce mixer early in the set, or early in the game.
Great vertical rising mixer, and you can see DRA pulling out a lot more V skill in this matchup already, trying to outspace Cabo's Rashid.
And I like that. DRA did not flinch whatsoever as soon as she took this guys. Again, 2 times over. He backs up instead to anticipate Cabo jumping off of the wall. And already in a checkmate situation, no activation. None at all. DRA gets no music.
Yeah, very strange to not see an activation after that roundhouse from Cabo. What we see Rashid's go for, had it on deck. Maybe just waiting for a blocked roundhouse rather than a hit. But a great check from DRA on the jump in.
Oh, yeah, I like that. You got to know when there's a space when it comes to those fireballs. Tornadoes. Nice work from DRA go with the EX right up. Cabo keeping it in control now. Plus frames. Yeah, the option select anti-air after the whip grab. You know it.
In there. Popping out, yeah. Finally gets the V-trigger activation off. Not going to play any games where he goes into it off a block string. Didn't move him far as far as he wanted to.
I think it's just the jump ins. It's the second time I've seen Cabo take that approach. Oh boy. Oh, yo, smack. The tail end of forward strong. That's far. I have never seen it come back on the same screen. All right. DRA. Damn, that's 3-0?
Yeah.
That's how you feel? Oh boy. Cabo.
Ibuki wins.
Yeah, the V-Trigger 2 is coming back. I'm not sure if Cabo read like a kunai throw or something like that. He tried the EX Eagle Spike, right? And then there's a clean block from DRA, clean punish to follow it up, and that was a 3-0 in your second half of winter semis. That means we're going to get Mono PR versus DRA in winners finals, but of course that's going to be coming up a little bit later as we're going to drop down to the first round of losers bracket now.
And boy, do we have some killers. The first part of losers bracket has former Capcom Cup champion Mena RD going up against Crossover, whom we've seen time and time again in the realm of top 8 for a numerous amount of online tournaments, right? At first he started off with Urian, moved on to Akuma. Now he hangs out with Bison and Zeku.
Okay, I feel that. I'm a big fan of all 4 of those characters, actually. Crossover, me and you, let's talk sometime about character taste, because I'm a fan. And we got on the other side, Mena RD rocking the Birdie, right? I'm a fan of Mena RD just because he's always been playing Birdie, right? So, of course, Birdie very strong in this iteration of Street Fighter. No reason to switch from him. We're going to see him rocking it out against Crossover. And I'm not sure which character Crossover is going to go with to combat this Birdie, whether it be Akuma, Bison, or Zeku.
I do like Bison more so than Akuma or Zeku. I have to say, because we've seen Mena RD play against the best Akumas in the world, the best Zekus in the world, and even the best Bisons in the world. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has the most trouble against Bison.
I see. Okay. So we'll see if Crossover shares that sentiment, if he pulls out the Bison or not. Yeah, Zeku versus Birdie. Zeku can definitely fight it. I think at certain ranges, obviously, everybody struggles against Birdie at certain ranges, unless like you're a very small handful of characters. And Zeku's the same way. He's got some ignorant stuff with the young normals, right? The Fears can combat it at certain ranges, but you can also bullhorn through the projectiles.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you, which version of Zeku do you prefer to fight up against Birdie?
I really think it depends on the spacing. I like to utilize both in that matchup, more so than a lot of matchups, right? Like a lot of times I'm just down to go ham with young Zeku and go with the slide, activate the V-trigger, and play with his ignorant normals. But against Birdie, I think you have to be a lot more careful than that and have to work the Graham game a little bit. But again, he can go through the projectile hit with the bullhorn. So you have to kind of threaten it early and then try to bait him into it a little bit later, throw out some fake normals, get him to get a little overzealous and then punish it that way. Because Zeku does have big damage once he actually gets like punishes and stuff like that. So we shall see.
With Akuma, I mean, we've seen that matchup pretty often. I wouldn't say he's as much as a glass cannon as he used to be. He's not like normalized health now, Akuma. He still has really good tools for spacing, great in the neutral. His normals are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Birdie can still get through all of that with Bullhorn.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of the game for Birdie, right, is Bullhorn. Despite having great normals to to buffer with as well. Standing strong being the most dangerous normal.
Oh yeah, for sure. That standing strong is a menace. I mean, all his buttons are so good, right? Especially with like if he uses V trigger 2, of course, the fierce becomes even more deadly than it is before that. The crouch jab is an incredible tool as well. There's just so many dangerous options that Birdie has on the ground that makes you not want to play there. But like that's the game that we play at Street Fighter V, right? You really have to play on the ground most of the time. So it's a struggle for sure if you don't know what you're doing against the character.
Yeah. So really curious to see who Crossover RD has up on deck for Mena. I mean, you got to believe that they've practiced against each other before a good amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only safe to assume that. But in the meantime, as we set up for them, for those of you that are just tuning in, we've already established our winners semis, right? Or winners finals, excuse me, winners finals. We have Mono with Fong, and then we have DRA with Ibuki.
Oh yeah.
And then we just saw the likes of Louis Man play Sim, defeated, put into losers, and then Kaba using Guile knocked into losers as well. And then the final match in the losers bracket is against Hone Light versus NC Fox. I don't want to say Joan. I keep seeing the name.
I know. I think you're right though. Hone Light. Believe in what you believe.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm committing.
That's what
Someone call me out on Twitter. It's fine. Or chat. Actually, I can't see chat. Twitter is fine.
Yeah, you missed the winner semis. We had Louis Mon going up against Mono in a very close set, right? Mono took it in the very last round of the set. It went all the way to game 5, last round, last game. And then on the other side, we had Ray versus Kaba, and Ray kind of smoked him some Kaba, right? It was 3-0 in the winner semis. So we'll see if Kaba can bounce back. He started out with a Guile, switched to Rashid in the last game. Didn't make a difference, man. Ray looks so strong.
Yeah, this is the first time I've really seen him fully fleshed out Ibuki. From my experience, our experience from watching him in general, right? He's made that transition midway through Season 3 and has really established dominance in that last game. I implore you guys to check it out for yourselves. That was a really, really solid play or match for DRA. It's really, really interesting to see how he's going to play for the rest of the tournament. I'm really excited for him.
Yeah, you mentioned the kunai spacing was super on point, right? Dive kick-esque, which is funny because he comes from Vega, right? He doesn't come from like a dive kick character, but he seems to understand that spacing so well. Seems so comfortable on the character. Definitely looks as deadly as anybody I've seen on Ibuki so far in this latest season of Street Fighter.
That's jab Ibuki, or jab kunai, right? From Ibuki, right? So in that space, he did jab kunai. It was plus enough for him to land and continue the combo with a target combo. I'm pretty sure I could have said that way better. Well, but I'll tell you what, the spacing was pretty damn good.
That was just one example. Another example we saw, right, at the start of a round, he was able to nullify a fireball by jumping over it, getting the kunai, and then recognizing the spacing to convert with a DP. That was incredible as well.
Whew, this guy's good, man.
Yeah.
This guy's real good. The action doesn't stop. We do have Mena RD, crossover RD, locked and loaded as well. And man, I saw that again. I just saw that picture of Honda. Just, woo.
The Honda.
I definitely know our producer's been playing a lot of Honda.
Oh, yeah.
It's his job, playing all the DLC.
Yeah, of course, our producer always exploring the new characters. Just as we were exploring the new characters, you were mentioning that you were playing a lot of Honda and Lucia.
Mostly Lucia, actually.
Lucia.
Yeah, just because the way she's designed really intrigues me.
Yeah, she's mad. Yeah, she's, I think, super, like, sick. Definitely a lot of creative freedom with the character, right, because of the fireball setups and whatnot. And then, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been hyping up this Honda, right?
Oh,
definitely got some good buttons, has the has V-Trigger 2, where he just has the hit of armor and then throws you to the nearest wall once he
That's
lands
crazy,
the command
right?
throw.
Doesn't matter where you're at, and it combos off of hands.
Yeah. Oh. That's so good, right?
It's so great. Yeah. It's hilarious.
And we see all the setups with the fake down forward roundhouse into the command throw. Just after stand up, after leaving the opponent standing. Yeah. But speaking of classics, we got the classic Birdie 4-minute RD, and crossover is going with the Akuma, so he's gonna have to be wary of the bullhorn going through the fireballs and all of that. And of course, Akuma can explode once Birdie gets in and has his way with him. So we got to be careful of that as well. It's
so refreshing to see an event immediately after Evo, by the way.
Round 1.
Literally the next weekend.
Yeah.
Fight.
I almost forgot what day it was. And just like that, perfect. He didn't even get to put his wallet back in his pocket. That was crazy. That is actually crazy. My man grabbed his wallet, put it in his pocket, and it was a perfect.
We talked about the damage that Birdie can output on this character Akuma, right?
Oh, that's insane.
Oh, not like this, my man. Oh, he was frame killing with the shorts. Put the stanky leg on him. Oh, the critical on, it's over. No, is it?
Yo, yeah, he's
it is? Oh, okay. He's got a chunk. Oh, the sweep. What do you mean sweep?
No.
What do you mean sweep, Meta RD? Huh? You didn't have B trigger to activate or anything like that. Why did he sweep? You're that in his head? Residency? Oh, was it not a real match? It wasn't a real match?
Oh, that's whack.
I got so
That's whack.
hyped.
What do you mean? Come on, man. All right, well, we got excited for nothing. I'm sorry, guys.
About to eat a Starburst and take a quick 5.
Yeah,
Do I have
dude.
any more?
We're at a loss of words now. We're actually going to be super unprofessional. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. Well, listen, it was not a real match.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know what the official call was.
Darn it.
Do we know what? Give me a second, guys.
Oh.
Okay. Ooh, even better. All right, so, big ruling here. There was supposed to be a button check prior. I believe one of the competitors didn't have their buttons correct. I'm going to assume it's crossover.
Well, since Meta beat the tar out of him, yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's 1-0 Meta.
Yeah. Beat the tar. What is he, a dinosaur? Oh, wait, I don't even know how it works, actually. I don't know how this works. Beat the tar out of him?
Have you ever been to the tar pits? Where are they at? They're somewhere in SoCal, right?
Dude, I don't even get out of my house, man. You can't be asking me if I've been somewhere. I went
Live.
to Vegas last week.
From the undisclosed Capcom Online headquarters right next to the tar pits. Where is the tar pits, bro?
Dude, I don't know.
It's something.
You're
I'm
more
about to
versed
look
in,
it up.
like, travel than I am.
Southern California.
Yeah, I don't know, but...
What are you talking about?
I
You've
feel
been
like
to Alaska.
with you? What do you mean? Tar has... I don't know, dude. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I'm glad I broke you just a little bit.
Yeah, man.
All right,
My
let's
brain's
see.
not working.
La Brea Tar Pits and Museum. If you're ever in SoCal and want to see some fossils, hit that up. As we got crossover, there's more fossils. Never mind. That was going to be mean. All right, so we got crossover RD playing the Bison, not going with the Akuma.
You're going to talk about old people.
Yeah.
Round 1.
All right, check it out. We got the switch up to Bison.
Oh, never mind.
What's the
I'm
ruling
going to eat
this
the
time?
Starburst now.
What's the ruling, Brian? Oh, I just revealed our secret. Yeah! Hey, he's DLC. He's unlocked now. He's unlocked. All right,
So he didn't want Akuma, he didn't want Bison. Are we going to get Zeku next time?
Does he lose every single one of these?
Is
by
it
default?
2-0?
Is this a 2-0? So, all right. So all jokes aside, we are getting the official ruling because there is some sort of mishap that we, off the bat, cannot see. As you can see, we're in this couch.
Yeah!
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But
Yeah!
So, all right. So as it stands, he is crossover is down 1 game. He was supposed to remove himself from the lobby in order to change his buttons. Did not get the chance to do that. He might have assumed he could do it within the lobby, but if you play online enough, you know you can't do that.
No, that's not an option available to you once you hit the character select or anything like that. You got to do it outside the menu, which seems like it's going to be handled right now. Again, it is 1-0 to Meta RD. He's been taxed the game. You got to make sure you know the rules. Got to make sure everything's crisp and proper before you get into the online match. Unfortunately,
Big tax for not knowing the hard facts.
there you go, bars on deck. You're
Write it
ready.
down.
You're ready. I'll just right now
Type it down.
put it in there. Tweet it out.
Man, I'm lame. But I'll tell you what. So I mean, we are gonna say that there was a misunderstanding. But by default, MenRD is going to get that 1 game. Crossover has to remove himself and make sure that everything is prim and proper before the match ever starts. Because we're not giving him this chance again.
No.
We're running out of
definitely not.
airtime to film.
Man, I was so hyped for that sweep. I was like,
That was the sickest sweep. I'm like, dude, that read was immaculate. We
I was
looked like
how you
idiots.
just gonna sweep him like that? You got no love,
We
no
look
love
like
for your brethren. You're just gonna call him out with a sweep on his wake up? That would have been tight. That's all right though.
I would have turned off my game right then and there. If that were me, if I were in that position, I'd be like, yo, how did you? Why would you sweep?
Yeah, Rob. Rest of the set, forfeited. You clearly have the right reads today. I'm not going to even try.
Yeah, I got top 8. I'll get my points and leave. Wham, bam, thank you, man. Listen, Crossover RD is making his changes as we speak. We saw his Akuma for a brief second.
Just a
switched
brief
over
second.
to Bison.
Real quick.
Also didn't work out, unfortunately, but he's still only down 1 game. Holton Light waiting up against NC Fox on the lower half of the losers bracket. That's going to be a Ken versus Zeku match as soon as we get this one underway.
Yeah, so it looks like Crossover has been out of the lobby, trying to get his stuff sorted out. And if you're like me and you're watching this stream at home, well, I'm not watching the stream at home right now, but if you're watching the stream at home, usually I got Street Fighter V fired up on another monitor, you know what I mean? Make sure you check out the latest DLC that's been released this week.
Please.
Of course, they are not legal for tournament usage just yet, so you're not going to see any of them here today, but they are available to download and play it right now. We got Lucia, Poison, and Honda, all pretty fun to play, actually. All definitely allowing for a lot of creative freedom and some new flavor brought to the Street Fighter V meta. So I'm very interested in seeing who actually plays them at top level. Again, a lot of people are kind of gravitating towards Honda earlier, right, and some of his cheap stuff. But Lucia definitely has a lot of people on the up and up as well, trying to develop tech for her. She's got a lot of interesting setups that she can utilize with the fireball and whatnot.
Got some damage on stun. Man, she could dish out like almost like 343 off of like somebody who's stunned. You get a fireball, jump in, and continue the combo. It's actually insane. Yeah. Shout out to Defeat Lee, by the way, for finding all this tech, and the other players as well. But man, yo, you guys really need to check out these characters because it's only a small sneak peek of the new roster, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more planned. I think Ono said something about another announcement coming up in November.
I always trust Ono. He did say that, actually.
So
yes,
yeah, that was announced over at Evo on stage. Big shout out to the entire team at Capcom. You know, they have been putting a lot of work with these characters, the trailers. We have a lot of Final Fight characters now.
Yeah, it's really dope. I think the character selection has been pretty on point for this season of DLC. We got Meta RD versus Crossover. Looks like the buttons have been handled. Crossover has settled on the Bison.
Does Birdie count as a Final Fight character?
I don't know. I'm not making that rule.
Okay. But either way, Meta RD is up 1 game and looking to make another game happen in his favor. Look at this, Meta RD. Oh yeah, frame kill with the throw, gone with the command grab. You thought.
You know, just slightly looking different from when he actually just got to perfect them because of the disqualification.
So this is the character I anticipated with Crossover.
Nice punish right there.
Not going for Akuma, nor is Zeku forced to hold it. Yo, so Crossover just fired away with the EX scissor kick. Then RD was throwing out the medium punch and buffered it still. Hell attack. Other side, he could have continued the combo. Slight mishap.
He delayed the hell attack a little bit. Oh yeah, it's an action for D-Sugar. We're still rocking the 1.
Oh, we got the 1s on the feet. Swiping away. I was gonna say I like the patience from Crossover right now. He can absorb that can if he needs.
Trying to bust out. Yeah, that's still bust frames though. Mena RD looking to fight back, but Crossover has him on a pixel. Mena RD though, V-Trigger still active. Critical R on deck.
I like that. Walking the block with the Crossover. Sit there.
Oh!
No. Miss. Yeah. There was a slight mishap, I think. Off of the stand short, he could have gone for the bullhead.
Yeah, it looked like there was something missing or that the critical R was canceled into too late. Definitely one of those 2 instances that ended up causing the combo to drop. Mena RD though gets the raw crouch fierce combos afterwards. Huge stun. Again, frame killing with a throw, only to headbutt you in the dome piece. Mena RD taking a 2-0 lead here in the first round of Losers Bracket.
I always mix up the names like all the time, 10 times out of 10 with Birdie when it comes to the charge or the horn or the head. Yeah. Is the one where he holds the button, is that bull head or bull horn?
I thought that was horn, and I thought the straight one was head.
Round 1.
You let us know. On the Twitters.
I always get him confused.
Swipes at him with the fierce.
That was so mean. Jeez.
Yeah, the Psycho Axe, the down forward fierce. A lot of active frames on it. Good at covering both the regular wake up and the back recovery.
Yep. Okay. He might have been able to let it rip with the stick. Then RD covered that option. No V-skill uses from NRD. Opting to jump in 2 times over. Crossover not giving him any more leeway. Ugh.
Jump back jab. Making sure that Mena stays with the screen cut off. But man, that's that medium punch. Caused the battle before the set even began. Back. Dashes out of the command throw. Gets a clean punish. Not enough to kill. Oh, baits out the bullhorn. Clean.
Heard it. That's the one. I just have to hear the name. He said bullhorn. The charge of bullhorn. You're right. Nice and easy crossover. Very much more patient that entire round. NRD already pushed towards the corner. Didn't cover the option for a meaty. Crossover stuck in that span short.
Yeah, great buffer right there from Crossover, right? Because the distance that they were at, the scissors kick should have only came out if NRD swung into it.
Big damage. Jump to pay off. Other side, you know it. Activate. Yes, coming out on the target combo. Does have trigger 2 on deck. Hell attack. Bring him down.
Full head this time, getting out of the corner. Set up shot, EX command throw. Oh my goodness, enough to kill him off. Mena RD puts himself on set point.
It was just enough. I feel like that was the very, very
It had to
last
have
pick.
Hell attack on the neutral jumps. Crossover point, a stop to Mena RD, trying to bait out these scissor kicks or these slides. Even the down forward fierces.
Big sweep from NRD, max distance.
Oh,
that was ambiguous.
I can't believe he came down the original side. I definitely got hit. Jumps out of the chain grab. Got the passing dog. I like that block. Knew the chain was coming.
Check on the dash. Makes it safe after the bullhead. Come here. Damn, that was a lot of damage. Big punish, decent punish.
What are we doing now? He's got V trigger 2 for Bison. Gotta watch out for a command throw of his own.
Damn, he contested him with the cross jab. That could have been bad news for Crossover. He got hit by the stand strong into bullhead. That could have been
Oh! Great reaction on the can. Good block on the cross up Psycho Crusher, and he just narrowly dodged running into the can again.
Oh, get out!
Oh! No, okay, I was about to say, Mena. If he spaced that properly, if Crossover did not get out, oh man, that would have been a clean way to close out the set.
That's
But
a classic bait from NRD. Yeah. If you don't counter it correctly with the button, you're gonna get critical. I don't know why that missed. Actually, I know it was like too far, but I wonder what he could have done to make it an actual check or win.
yeah, because I thought too that he was close enough on the whiff throw attempt for the critical art to connect after, but it didn't seem to be the case. But yeah, those are the nuanced situations, you know. I'm sure Mena RD knows what he needs to do differently. He'll make this adjustment. As Crossover is on the board now, it's 2-1 here in losers round 1.
I'm thinking maybe a higher strength dive. So dive in would have been enough to close it down because if he ends up closer to Crossover, as he's jumping back, he'd be able to close that distance. Maybe. Oh, he was trying to bait out maybe a stand strong. Just had that range to clip with the knee. Sit him down! Psycho Blast anti-air? I like that. Get off.
Yeah, be sure was in the middle of activating, takes a swig of that energy.
He still got it.
Yeah.
Oh, big punish!
Boys, they get some space, gets the damage, tries to get him with a
Oh,
shimmy
dead?
too.
I like that. Got a throw, not a back throw. But either way, got a good amount of meter. Seals himself that first round of game 4. Crossover is looking like he's making the adaptations work for him.
Yeah, Mena RD just committing to the bullhorn right there. Thought crowd or stand medium punch would have only connected if Crossover swung into it, but that was not the case. Great interruption on the scissor kick. Went for the full critical art. This is going to give him a massive lead.
Oh, big read.
Quick neutral jump. Heavily punished.
Oh, get out of there. Run. Crouch fierce. Yes, good spacing there from Crossover. Does have feature on deck. Yes, sir. Got the sweep and activation. Big time punish. Critical art. That's not going to be enough, though.
Gonna spend it all. Gonna put Mena RD on life support.
Does have a little bit of feature. Can probably cross up Psycho Crusher. Or just throw. Or just throw.
I like that. I like it again. That's one of those instances, right? Kind of what we saw similar to what DRA did earlier, right? He reloaded the kunai and then just used that as a threat and then dashed up and through. Here we see Crossover using the cross-up Psycho Crusher, using the fact that he had a little bit of V-Trigger 2 left as just a threat and then hit him with the throw to close it out and tie up the set.
That could have been even a command grab as well.
Yeah,
so very, very
sure.
solid play there from Crossover, really threatening all those tools and going for the grab.
And I like the regular grab, right? Because if he committed to the command throw and RD jumped out of it, he could have got a clean punish. Instead, if you commit to the regular throw, then Bison has a chance to either press his advantage again or even punish the jump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with that amount left, he could option select the whiff grab into V-Trigger to get the Psycho Crusher all the way over. Man, this character's sick.
Yeah, that's like a super sick checkmate scenario, right? Because even if they jump back, you're still going to have something that's able to punish them.
Let's do this.
Fun character. Fun players playing them too. It's really, really cool to see this back and forth so far because MenRD was coming in with one full game.
Yes.
By the way, for those of you that are just tuning in, there was a slight mishap over on Crossover's behalf where he had to change his buttons, right? So that granted him a giant L before going into the lobby. So despite being at a deficit, he's tied it all up 2-2.
2-2, exactly. And if you want to count the matches where they've actually played it out, Crossover is at a 2-1 advantage, right? So he definitely has the edge over MenRD a little bit, but we are going into the final game here. It is 2-2, the official score. And whoever wins this last one is going to move on to losers quarterfinals. And we got a Garen switch, actually, from MenRD.
So I have seen him play this character pretty constantly. This is back in the beginning, towards like the early parts of the year. Over like the Goodwill event, he was messing around with Eric Punk.
That's right, yeah. So we see MenRD go back to the Karen here. After crossover, handing him back-to-back losses on the Bison, gets the crush counter, V-skill follow-up as well. It's going to put him towards the corner, get a little bit of V-meter as well.
And that's pretty important, I think, just having Karen build up her V-gauge as much as possible. Look, she's already almost at full. Yeah, she just gets it right now. It's 2 bars. 2 bars. Pretty good.
It's going to allow MenRD to start fishing with the sweeps and the stand roundhouses. Doesn't make too much happen off the activation though. Crossover still with this lead. Patient as ever.
And I like how he treats the medium punch as a buffer tool as well, kind of similar to Birdie, right? Yeah. You don't even have to go into Rekka if necessary, right? If you land that hit with Stand Strong, you have enough time to do the command dash technically. You have a big window for it. Man, the chase down is real, MenRD, but Crossover is not giving him anything. The Great Life is accumulating, but he is not giving him a solid hit yet.
Yeah, Crossover's done a great job of staying disciplined once Karen gets in that low forward range. You can see he's now walking back, right? The little micro walk he showed you for a millisecond. You got the activation now, catches him low. Oh, tries to get greedy with a down forward Fierce. Gonna counter that.
No, wait. I think he might be living.
MenRD. Okay, oh, you know how Karen gets down. Listen, it always kills.
You know what it is? She's blessed.
It is.
She's blessed with damage.
She definitely is blessed with damage. All the deities have lended her their strength.
She paid for it.
Oh, damn, all right. I forgot she got a Waller like that. She definitely does.
She's got an estate.
Yeah.
It's under her name. Oh. I can't. I sort of like half can, but I wasn't
in the corner once again. Interesting trade for MenRD. At least he got him the knockdown.
Nice check on the dash there from Crossover. And I like how he's just walking. He's as soon as I say that, he dashes in, runs right into the Stand Strong. Back throw a lot further than the rest of the cast.
Yeah, activates off the target combo. MenRD just swings with Fierce as an answer back though.
Damn! Caught with a sweep. Out of there. Wait.
Oh, the Psycho Crusher pulling the hurt box back a little bit, punishes the stand medium punch, commits to the critical art for the kill.
Yeah, he did fully commit to it. What was blocked?
Yeah, I don't know. He might have reacted to the stand medium punch whiff.
Yeah, you're right.
Like at that point, you have a little bit of time to react to the fact that they did get a whiff normal.
But that's so hard to whiff punish. It's
for sure.
Pretty good reaction.
It was one of those anticipation reactions, right? I believe that's exactly what he was looking for. So when he got it, he was able to more easily react to it.
The half reads, half reactions.
Yeah.
Dang, the damage. Stands short in that situation.
Ooh, now you're just gonna get harassed. Great block in the overhead though.
Back, okay.
Yeah, it looked like a backdash or something. Back throw on the B reversal attempt, but you didn't have any meter.
Oh, the tricky stuff? Yeah, that's not real.
Oh, just came in with the B skill. Not gonna catch him swinging. Except with the EX, and there it is one more time. Crossover probably wanted that back throw to cut off the screen, make sure Mena RD didn't have as much room to play with. Mena RD not having none of that. Advances 3-2 into the losers quarterfinals.
Now, despite them actually fighting out, that was 2-2. What on a technicality?
Oh yeah.
Mena RD.
We take
advances.
those.
He advances because he got the first game. He got the first game by default. We saw that double perfect. I wish that was actually real, but it wasn't. Either way, gets the W because of the button check mishap.
Yep.
Mena RD is going to be moving on. Crossover is our first player getting tied for 7th.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you gotta take the W's any way you can get them in the tournament play. Again, this is a Capcom Pro Tour online, right? Points are on the line here. Only one event per region, so it's definitely all or nothing here. And we got our next match. It's gonna be the last one of losers bracket. Round 1 is gonna be. How'd you pronounce it? Yo.
I want to say either Hon or Yon.
Hon.
I want to say Yon. It might be Yon.
I don't know.
Yon Light.
Come on.
I'll say Yon Light.
All right. Up against NC Fox on the Zeku. It looks like going to be Zeku versus Ken. 2 characters I've played in this game. Ken, I haven't played him since season 1 though. So you
good
know.
Man. You're a good man. You're a real. See.
I listen to the developers. I know when they want me to play something and when they don't want me to play something.
When is Ken's return?
Street Fighter 6.
Oh.
I don't know if he's going to be making many appearances here in Street Fighter 5. Momochi, we've seen kind of convert to the Zeku. He has been playing some Lucia, though. He's been streaming his experimentation with that character as well as Honda. So that's really still the best bet we have nowadays is Momochi.
What was the name of that game that Ken was in for the Nintendo system? What? Ken 2060 or something.
What?
It was a weird like side scroller-esque kind of game. He's in space and he has to save the planet Earth. I kid you not, dude.
Did you play like a mod of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker
No,
where it was
dude,
just Ken?
No, I promise you it's a game. See, this is how you know I'm old. Vaya knows what I'm talking about.
Now I want that though. Can you imagine Ken just moonwalking with the fire on his feet?
It was a Capcom game. Ken was the only playable character and he was in space and he was saving the planet. I'm not joking. This is not.
Where's the costume? We get the costume from the Dreamcast skate
that's a
game,
good idea.
but we don't have a costume for that?
He needs to have that costume from his space suit. Vaya hasn't said a word, dude.
He's not going to help you.
What's the name of that?
You're
game
making this up.
That Ken was in for the Nintendo system. It was Ken, and then it was like Street Fighter 20
He's looking at him like,
dude.
I'm telling you, bro. You played a mod from Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was like Street Fighter 20X or something, and the only playable character was Ken. But it exists, right? I hate all you guys.
What'd he say? He said it exists.
He's like, oh, the one 20X, never played it. Like, how are you gonna tell me all that and then just follow up with never played it?
Oh man.
But you're
welcome.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
I don't know, dude.
You're welcome.
Listen, chat, I need you guys to help me out. That game does exist. You guys have Google. You have access to it. I'm not going to pull up my phone and do it.
What's the rollerblading game that was on the Dreamcast? Or was it a different game? It's where...
Jet Set Radio?
No, the Capcom one. It's where Cammy's costume comes from.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's when she was with, like, Delta Red. Like,
yeah.
I think it was named after one of her movies.
I think Nash was on the cover, too.
Yeah.
It
was Cannon something?
Cannon Spike. There you go.
It was one of the special moves.
So, yeah, if we can get costumes from that game, I need a costume from whatever the hell mod Jeremy played.
It's
when
not
he was
a mod!
Oh,
my God. I hate you.
All right, Ken versus Zeku, the matchup we thought we were going to see.
Yeah. Perfect. 2 of your characters right here. You could just drive the boat. I'm the passenger. All right, so Ken, by default, has a pretty hard time.
Yes, I'd agree.
He doesn't have a spacesuit.
No, unfortunately, he does not.
He's not fully developed in the game right now.
No ways to reach galaxy-level brain.
No. Oh, I mean, he could.
Come on.
He's stuck on the ground. You know, I mean, I think there's a lack of oxygen coming to his head. All that banana hair is blocking it.
Oh boy.
Fight.
So, Yon Light versus NC Fox. First game.
We got button checks, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hand warmers in the building.
I
you already know.
was already ready to look up the name of the game. I was ready. As soon as that screen transition was gonna go, I was gonna watch the game as well as look up the name of
So
that title.
you're gonna see right here. This is one of the only times Ken's combos are gonna actually work properly when he's able to get
Which
close
one's
range.
is it? Crouch strong, counter hit, back strong, ears?
Yeah, definitely. The crouch strong into the back strong is a quality of life privilege that he does not have. Right? As you can see right there, it often misses, requiring the Ken player to either go into stand light kick or go straight into a special move, rather than something that's more damage and just more reliable in general, like the back strong.
So what happens here? There might be a mishap with the buttons, but do we rule it in favor?
Round 2. Fight.
So there was supposed to be some sort of check prior to the matchup happening by default due to the regions, right? There are some other conditions we need to check prior to starting anything. They didn't go. Both players didn't get to go through it. So by default, they're starting over. Nobody wins a round or a match over the other, if I'm not mistaken.
Ken wins.
Yeah, no, I believe we're going into a 0-0. We've got the hand warmers, the lag checks all put away.
I'm glad you saw that, by the way, because the camera was like blocking his
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what he did. So.
That's one of the funny things. Eric's talked about this recently, right? That when you get in commentators, we have a lot of lights shown on us when we're on stage. So beyond those lights, it's usually just dark,
Yeah, I
right?
can
We
see.
can't see anything. So a lot of those times, if you're signaling to us, like you see us and we have a lot of lights, we're probably not going to be able to see what the hell you're doing. Just as a heads up, if you're ever trying to say hi to your favorite commentator or something like that, if they don't say hi back, it's probably because they didn't see you, not because they're a jerk. Unless you're.
Why does it have to be me? I was waiting for it too. At the back of my mind,
I was waiting for you to build on my point, and then you didn't say anything, so I had
Yeah.
to throw you under the bus.
Yeah, I was waiting
That was
for
my
it.
only option left.
I was waiting for it. I saw that coming. I was like, he's gonna throw me under the bus. Here it comes, bus driver.
I gave you a
Here's the
camera.
bus stop.
I opened the window. I was like, go through it. You're like, I'm going to chill right here in my room. I was
Yeah,
like, well, I'm
man.
going to bust down the door.
I'm
Kool-Aid
a-
Man
I'm a
style.
homebody.
Homebody. Hermit.
Yeah,
Back,
dude.
the hermit background.
Man, as soon as Evo's over, I still have that mentality of just like, yo, leave me alone. I'm just gonna just
Yeah,
hang
for
out and play games by myself for a cool week. and a
Okay,
half.
so I have a question for you. Are you one of those people that after Evo, you like go home and play mad fighting games, or you play like no fighting games?
Well, this case is different because like back-to-back times there was, or actually no, not back-to-back times. This year they had 3 characters that I was really,
Yeah, Street
Interesting.
Fighter. Yeah, yeah.
when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, for sure I'm playing this, but I didn't play anybody yet.
I see.
Okay, I lied. I played against somebody with Lucio. That was pretty fun. But either way. See, now I'm gonna check the name of that game. Range handle.
All right. So we got Home Light going up against NC Fox. We got the back throw for Home Light, trying to lock down the Zeko in the corner right. Doesn't want him to jump out, which is exactly what NC Fox was looking for. Gets the crush counter on the sweep, though. Sets up shot for the ambiguous cross-up, but just kind of with an empty jump, nothing. It's all right, though. Home Light again, trying to work this way back to the middle of the screen. There you go. Ready for the jump in this time. NC Fox content to play it out with this old Zeku, but just as I say that, finds his opening for Young. Now he's going to be able to slide on in the DMs and activate the trigger if he wants.
That's usually like the main route of activation, right? Slide into V trigger, continue your oppression, but Yon Light is not. He is not ever going to go into that, actually. Yeah. He is not phased. Boom. Street Fighter 2010, the final fight. That's what I'm talking
2010?
about. Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that is the far
Game
flung
release-
past at this point.
Game released by Capcom in 1990, and it had Ken as the main character.
If only we had the technology for Ken to be dancing around space in 2010.
He was fighting in space. The speed run for that game is very interesting. But either way, NC Fox.
Speed run. All right. Forward throw this time. Yeah, that's going to give him a guaranteed stand fierce right there unless you bust out with an invincible move.
Yeah, Yon Light has been sitting on full critical art for quite some time, actually, since the previous round, if I'm not mistaken.
Good recognition from NC Fox right there. Knew it was a little bit too far to go with the standard combo, but man, that was all on Light. What we doing next? Fakes the overhead, great block on the low, doesn't confirm the crouch medium kick into the critical arc. Big whiff on the uppercut. That's going to spell the end for On Light if NC Fox closes it out properly, which he does.
He got the age switch
Final round.
into the 1-bar finisher. I like that. NC Fox with the optimization.
Yeah, that's definitely the optimal 1-bar combo right there, ending it with the DP. Wow, just busts out with a dive. Deep dive and counter hit as well, so he's able to get that crouch medium punch after. There's a significant startup on that move. Fierce again? No, tries to bait him out.
Anti-air. Yo, he's staying in old Zeku to kind of keep him in check. 1% overhead. No, the short. That's a very, very far short.
Yeah.
Dang. No need for me to bust out my young side.
Nah.
You can't even hang with the old guys.
The veteran gets it done. Now,
Parties on Earth are significantly better than the parties in space.
clearly. Man, Zeku. That's such a buff. That's actually such a buff skill to have for partying, right? You can be old, and then you can switch into the young. Wake up with no hangovers the next day. Feels good.
Nothing but sheer willpower, I guess.
The sheer willpower to change, to reverse the aging process. But yeah, man, Zeku, definitely one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter V. Super sick. I really like the fact that he has two versions of himself, right? The old and the young. And the old has access to the fireballs and the DPs, right? So you can play a little bit of a traditional Street Fighter game and kind of just outspace and outdiscipline your opponent. And then they have the young Zeku, right? Which I think really brings forth the Street Fighter V-ness of the character.
Yeah, it fits the engine pretty well, I would say.
Yeah, you can get the slide into the activation, of course. It grounds him. He has a really good low forward in that stance, the young Zeku stance, which V-trigger allows you to combo into a full combo and makes his lows a lot more dangerous. Of course, Stand Fierce has a really good range. Just in general, he's a very good character.
Yeah, normally when you mention any of Zeku's lows, it's not a threat at all until he has V-trigger active or even on deck on the ready, right? Because then he can cancel into from like low forward into like V-trigger, then continue into a combo from there. There's enough hits done on low forward, right? Because honestly, I only see like a heavy normal into V-trigger.
I believe so. I believe it.
I'm not gonna lie, there's been plenty of Zekus I've played, and I always get hit by the sweep into V-trigger.
Yeah, right.
So,
oh, that's one of Zeku's best tools in old Zeku as well, that Crouch Fierce. Great buffer button for the character. We got the roundhouses all day.
It's so obnoxious, too. It checks him on the way up with that very, very tall hitbox on it.
I definitely think that's the best characteristic of the button, is its vertical hitbox and its ability to stuff your jump as it starts up.
What?
Raw DP as he techs. What in the world? NC Fox has all the right decisions. Oh, get it out. Oh,
no, get it in. Out of there. Back throw. Force him into the corner, at least closer to it.
Yellow stuff everywhere.
Two ships colliding in the night. That's the first time we've seen it happen that way.
Yeah, usually they pass. Not this time. NC Fox skirting around the outskirts and making sure he gets the hit.
Skirting around the outskirts is good. Skirt indeed. All right, hold light. Man, down one round. It's a game number 2. Down a game for that matter. Oh, get that fireball out of here, youngin. Nice cross the DP.
Yeah, messed up a little bit on that confirm, but he got hit by the Gram anyway. Definitely gonna be looking forward to that. Baits out the EXDP on the reversal. Home Light now has the corner. Oh, tries for the overhead, but the wake up buttons from NC Fox. Not gonna let him do that. And the Purple City Young Zeku. Great spacing though. Stays outside of the range of the slide.
Damn.
Side switch on him.
Immediately back into it. Oh, it's
the
second V-trigger, that's right.
Yeah, the V-trigger to anti-air. Good stuff from NC Fox, and then converts into the second hit of the V-trigger and finishes off the game.
That's pretty cool. Why does Zeku go into V-trigger? Like, what are the certain matchups that he has that forces him to go into V-trigger too?
I really feel like it's a player preference thing. Honestly, I haven't seen, at least to my knowledge, I'm not sure if certain matchups really force him to go into that. But I think he's just wanted it because of the wild nature of Ken players usually, right? You can see he's been utilizing it as an anti-air, and then of course it gives him another extension off of a low.
It gives him an anti-air, like a proper one in young Zeku form.
Yeah, exactly.
So getting that anti-air, being able to change into old Zeku after that, because normally if you anti-air with the uppercut, that's going to send him a good amount away. Having that old Zeku on deck, you're able to space him out pretty well with the grams, maybe change back if you wanted to extend the combo as well. So very interesting to see Zeku players going to V-trigger 2, and damn, doesn't even matter. Home light with the jump in.
Yeah, I think he had ambitions of walking under that jump in, which got snuffed out real quick. But yeah, in young Zeku, most of the time your anti-air is going to be like light shoulder or some type of air-to-air. So they're definitely not as potent as they are in old Zeku. You can see right there, he just dashes under, right? Didn't want to really challenge from that range. It's hard to do so.
side switch as well as the H switch.
Just neutral jumps, gets past them. Huge punish for Horn Light.
Welcome to Street Fighter 5, baby. Other side? Yes, sir.
Yeah, just using that light kick to make him block and then catch him off guard with the EX flip out of the corner. Last hit, or last active frames of that sweep. Dash under again, you can see that's how he's been using it to the jump ins, but it's not helping him. Horn Light, it's on a pixel.
Already? Oh, nice. You are actually able to, was that meaty enough to change the
Ken wins.
number on block?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because that's usually your turn because he's negative. I think
Yeah,
it's -2.
Yeah, it's usually -2, but I think it's just one of those situations, right, where because it's a target combo and it's been even, I think, even with the lack of Ken play here in the latest season of Street Fighter, that's just been like so ingrained in us in Street Fighter 5 for them to fake the target combo and then take their turn back with another button that NC Fox was looking for in challenge, or he's looking for it too late. He got counter hit.
That might have been cross TP. Awesome. Got the fireball on the other side. Oh, that was such a sharp angle. He tried to anti-air it, but a little bit off the mark.
Both players access the V trigger now as well.
Big time. No, no punish.
Oh, I goes for a light kick immediately. Follows it up with 1B trigger usage. Looks like the EXDP gonna be able to switch sides on him.
Battle for the corner.
He is poking back though, showing no fear. Trying to press the big buttons.
I wonder if he can still slide into V-trigger too, because I rarely get to see it. Oh! Trying to go for the overhead from that far away.
It's a range to 2 back-to-back fireballs. No more V-trigger for Horn Light now though.
Oh!
No
Damn,
bumper.
that was wrong.
Oh no! Too late on the jump in. Yeah, it really seems like he's favoring that V-trigger precisely because it gives him an anti-air in Young Zeku, but man, it's costing him a little bit here.
Missed it twice over, unfortunately. The first time we saw that earlier in the game, and Horn Light took advantage of that with a good amount of damage as well as the side switch. NC Fox not looking to make that mistake. See, now he's in this pocket where he anticipates the jump out from Ken. Nice work. Keep him contained. EX uppercut, neutral jump. No, just raw on the ground punish. No stun. Just one more touch away from the stun. Oh, no.
Horn Light going for the Ken special. Roundhouse in the V-trigger 1. Again, though, NC Fox has done such a good job challenging while commits.
Nani? Is that gonna be enough? Oh boy, I think NC Fox might have just.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Pixel health here. He has full critical R. That's a very good anti-air for Young Zeku. Horn Light get. Oh, it's not there. That was definitely the proper angle you look for a critical R to anti-air with. NC Fox a little behind on the trigger. Horn Light able to take advantage of it and tie the set up.
You literally called it right, like moments before he jumped. He backed away and was like, all right, this is the optimal space.
It was.
Anti-air you with either a normal, with like medium kick or something. A normal, critical R.
Because like as you mentioned, right? You can do stand medium kick, and that's like that will probably work clean. But like if you want to make sure you can kill, super safe about it, it was he had the critical R. He just needed to pull it, and nothing came out.
Shooting blanks. Man.
Oh man,
Oh, boy.
that was rough. But Horn Light now back into the set. NC Fox had a 2-0 lead. He's got to make sure he maintains his composure here. Definitely still doable.
Big jump. Horn Light just treating that Graham like a fireball. Catching the recovery off of it. Cross up. Got the hit. Side switch as well.
Yeah, weird he ended up going back to the old Zeku. I don't think he wanted that. Quick switch back into Young. Nice tech into EXDP. He knew he was going to try to press him afterwards. Wakes up with the buttons though. Give me that damage. Set up shop once more. Has the Young Zeku version. Tries to catch him flinching. Flinches with an EXDP. V-trigger. Does enough damage for the round.
He gets away with that so much. Round 2. That's so dangerous. How can you read it?
Yeah.
3-frame DP, EXDP.
And NC Fox, to be fair, has baited it out a couple of times, but Horn Light has not stopped.
Good anticipation for the fireball. Trying to flip his way into that. Set up. Nice block. That could have gone cross.
Yeah.
Oh! Wasn't ready for the anti-air. You gotta be doing that.
Yeah, man. NC Fox again content to fight out with his old Zeku while he doesn't have the V-trigger.
Oh, nice work there from Home Light. The side switch as well, crossing him up.
Real meaty with that cross.
Oh, literally, right when you said real meaty, dropped it.
All right, NC Fox now. It's his time to set up shop. Has the trigger available if he wants it. Ram full screen, so he switches.
Right. No, he dropped.
He's the counter hit on the jab that just gets the throw afterwards. Not expecting NC Fox to get clipped by it.
Any conversion from both players can lead to death. You know it.
Yes, good stuff from NC Fox. Cleans it up. Nice and easy. So we're going to a last round.
There we go. Last round, the second time this evening.
Backing up.
Dang. Tried to go wrong with that flipping. Motion flip into the kick.
Yeah, he wants that young Zeku. He has the V-trigger now after blocking that jump in. There you go. Start working that sweep.
Guessing every time. Anti-air.
There it is.
Dang. What is going on? How did that hit?
Oh, it was so ambiguous. He got to the sky, though, so he couldn't follow it up with anything.
No.
Too late. Yeah, that anti-air definitely has significant startup right there. You got to do it nice and early in the jump in.
Oh, he got him. Counter and crouch strong. Critical art.
Hold
My
up.
man.
3-2, bring it back 3 games straight with the Ken. Finishes it off in style
That
as
was
well.
sick.
Ken wins.
When you see a Ken player win, you know he's worked his ass off for it. And it's,
Yeah.
that was a really great way to do it to end the match. That was really clean. I
Yeah.
like that.
For sure.
Those counter hit classics. Crouch strong, buffer the hell out of it. Oh, it's so good. Sorry guys, but it was great. It's cool. I like
Yeah, fantastic way to end the set and in our first round of action here at the CPT Online for the Latin America East region, right? We have DR Ray going up against Mono PR in winners finals, right? And then you can see the way the top 8 bracket has flown down from there. We got Mena RD moving on to losers quarters to face Kaba. The homies battling out once again as we got Home Light narrowly defeating NC Fox and moving on to face Louis Mon.
with style though. Now, question needs to be asked. Who's going to be switching up characters as they go into the second round of this top 8? No idea.
Yeah. I don't know. We've already seen Kaba and Mena RD go to secondaries, right? Of course, their signature characters, Guile and Birdie, both could not get the job done at the beginning. So we saw a switch to Rashid at the end. Again, didn't really help him up against DRA. And then we saw Birdie switched away from by Mena onto the Karen, which did seal the set for him up against his first round opponent.
So who can we expect right now? It's going to be Mena versus Kaba, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And these guys, best believe, if you don't know, these guys have played each other 1.5 million times. Training partners through and through. When it comes to, when we hear the name NRD, by association, we always think about Kaba as well, right? I don't know. I mean, like, I want to say, with as much respect to the name, I think he's like the #2 man with MenRD, I would say.
Yeah.
Just because of the current status that Mena's at. I mean, former Capcom Cup champion, right? And then Kaba, not too far behind. He's had his moments of glory and has had numerous appearances at Capcom Cup.
Yeah, top 8 in Capcom Cup last year, right? Yeah. Kaba has done tremendously well in CBT, both online and offline. He's a tremendous Street Fighter player, tremendous fighting game player, period. And yeah, I mean, the Guile looked like he was struggling up against DRA, but it's a completely different opponent now, right? It's going to be against Mena RD, a man he knows very well. He knows Ray well, in addition to that also, but I want to see how he combats up against Mena RD here in the latest iteration of Street Fighter, where they both have been experimenting with different characters and overall just switching their game plan from what it once was.
So really interesting to see if they're actually going to use their mains against each other too, because they know each other so well that they could actually maybe like counter-pick each other. It'll end up being like a stalemate anyway. I don't know, man. These guys have so much up their sleeves and know each other so well that, you know, it might see a different turnout.
For sure. They
So their main characters, yeah.
definitely have something unorthodox prepared, right? Just because they know they're going to be going up against their training partners. And again, this is Capcom Pro Tour Online. CPT points are here. They are being fought for. You cannot play nice or take, you know, any give anybody anything for free.
I wonder if they're playing in like the same area, like the same venue.
Could be.
That'd be pretty cool.
Could be.
That'd be pretty fun. Talking trash to each other as we're playing for online qualifiers. If I were them, I'd probably do the same thing because I don't trust my internet.
Yeah.
I don't. I'd rather go somewhere like
Right. Some neutral ground.
where we're at, the secret undisclosed location we're currently at. I'd rather go here to,
Yes,
to play
yes.
online, honestly.
Definitely. Yeah, the undisclosed location that you guys can see.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if you noticed this, interesting logo.
Definitely a place to play some video games.
Yep, some sort of arena.
Yeah, some sort of. All right, we're going to have it. Oh, and look at that. We're not getting the signature characters. We're getting the two characters we saw them switch to. Karen for Mena RD and Rashid for Kaba.
It's like we knew. It's like we called them the night before. Like, you know, we want to make sure you guys don't show up to the same event wearing the same exact clothes.
Yeah.
Because you guys are boys, you know. Okay, nice little board confirm. But that's one of the things you have to have with Karen. It's absolutely vital, is being able to confirm off a low forward. We've seen it time and time again, how much damage and how much mileage she gets from that. Damn, that's a stun already. Side switch with the Rasenha. The roundhouse, not quite over, but all she has to do is stand short. Very, very active button. Good reach, and if it counters, she can go into low forward again.
It feels so crushing when you're in the corner and don't have any health up against Karen. She can just harass you with that stand light kick over and over again.
And you gotta have those two, being able to go into Tenko immediately off the jab. No? Okay, so I thought he was gonna go for the side switch, recognize the stun instead, gets the corner carry with the Rasenha after that route. Plus frames all day. You're dead.
Yeah, it seems like the execution barrier when it comes to Karen is non-existent for Mena RD. She seems to have everything ready and clean.
You have the low forward confirms? Check. You got the stand strong buffers? Check.
The jab,
you
jab,
can do the
Tenko.
jabs, the shorts, and the Tenko? Check. He's got it all, man. That's pretty much all you need to practice when it comes to Karen, being able to recognize those situations and execute it. There's a pretty big window for each and every one of those things, right? And she just deals damage like a truck. Gets a lot of carry after that because most of the time you get the Tenko, the shoulder's going to be following up with the damage and the carry. So, Karen seems like a pretty good character, man.
Yeah.
Highly toxic.
And again, Mena RD, you say he was like, what, 19 years old or something like that? Definitely going to have the reactions to confirm off all these straight hits. Kaba, though, in control this time. Has him in the corner, playing that Rashid game. +3 on the stand medium punch. Stay locked down.
Now, on the other hand, another character that's highly talked about, Rashid.
Oh, yeah.
Easily within the top 5. Execution barrier, a little higher, I would say.
Okay.
He does have some tricky stuff when it comes to Whirlwind or the V-triggers, both of them, right? Being able to convert high damage off of them at certain scenarios, right? Where Karen is very, very much so a linear damage dealing.
Yeah, most definitely. Karen can pretty much get into all her ways to deal damage, like, and it's all the same route, right? With Rashid, you definitely have to have a certain experience behind niche scenarios to get the most out of your damage.
100%.
Nice little forward confirm though from Kaba this time, showing it off. Sweep though, as soon as you get that V-trigger activated, you gotta look for that from Karen. They're gonna start fishing for it.
This range, oh my
Gets the jump right over the enhanced whirlwind. Put that away, Kaba. That whirlwind cost him everything.
I was literally about to say, at this range, Kaba just waited out until the V-trigger ends. Look for a dash instead, but he committed to the whirlwind shot. Go forward, confirm. Yeah, build that V-gauge. He holds on to it, gets the full charge. Spin mixer pays off for Kaba. Big risk, but it pays off. Side switch, you know it. If that was meaty enough, you would have had +4.
Yeah, the back recovery, able to dodge the V-skill just barely. Nice block on the overhead, checks him afterwards with pressure. That's beautiful from Kaba right there. Using the proper anti-air on the jump out scenario, but he gets thrown back into the corner by Mena. Harden. No more V-trigger available at this point. Mena though, group war is there. What in the world? Did he see into the Matrix? Did he see only ones and zeros?
He saw the frames.
Yeah, he thought he was Goichi? He thought he saw the frame 1 of the projectile? I'm not sure.
I don't know about that one.
Cause like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was like some like EX command dash that ended up getting messed up. I don't know.
I don't know because command dash. So I guess talk about that. Command dash is with the kicks and the super or the critical
with the punches. Yeah, I don't know then. Yeah.
It was neither rabbit nor duck season. And he went a hunting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really almost touched that. Oh, what? You did that? You committed to the reset. No, you can't get that obviously on counter hit, but you have to commit.
Yeah.
Stand short into jab reset.
I mean, we did just see him try to full screen raw read a super. My man is about this commitment, and so is Kaba. But unfortunately for him, that's going to cost him more than half of everything. Cost him his entire life.
That's insane. Mena's on the next level.
He's confirming off the stand medium punch as well. Karen's best normals. Kaba bullied to the corner quickly, but he's done a good job fighting from here. We saw the low forward into the whirlwind already. Got some damage on the board. Checks as well. Great challenge.
Oh.
Maybe expecting the counter hit?
Yeah, on the way down, he went for crouch strong and then crouch fears. Tried to get a counter hit combo. Either way, he would want stand fears instead. The whirlwind's still a factor.
Yeah, busted out with the enhanced eagle spike due to the whirlwind. The V-trigger 1. Oh, he got the plus frames with the quick backdash. Get me out of here.
Oh. And I like the decision for Mena RD to save the critical art because that last sequence wasn't going to kill. One more overhead. Oh, just dash up, stand short.
Yeah, 3 frame button right there from Kaba.
Final round.
All tied up here in game 3. Air to air, eagle spike. Nice work from Kaba, changing it up just the last second. I'm surprised that Mena RD's jump roundhouse whiff so far. Nice buffer. Oh.
Yeah, able to get a couple of jab confirms here, but a quick back throw from Mena RD, able to take control of the neutral. Kaba set up shop nice and patiently.
Oh, meaty!
No!
Oh, boy.
Hey, a game alert.
White Tiger's trying to get up on this top 8. New DLC. Quick, accepted.
Double jump, double dash. Actually got the throw as well. Kaba just showing him no respect.
No longer in threat of V-trigger for either party. I think Mena RD can definitely get one more.
Oh, no,
as for Kaba, I don't think so. Jeez, the standstill. Okay, now he's in chip range. Shoulder into critical art is going to be a thing. Oh, dang!
Instead of that, Mena RD going through the projectile with the reset hop. Beautiful stuff. Reading the whirlwind just like that.
Nice work. Yeah, just jumping over the projectile. Leaving her invulnerable to it on the way out. That's nice. That's a nice call from Mena RD. I was expecting, as I mentioned, shoulder into critical art for chip damage. But either way, great stuff.
Round 1.
Kaba down 1 game, but still not out of it quite yet. Still making the adjustments. Nice work getting the V-Skull right out the gate.
Definitely still in this match. Converts for the forward carry and the full BMB.
Oh, counter hit, but didn't get the rest of the Tenko. Got the low 4. The first time we've seen him drop that low 4, actually.
Oh,
Jump back to it. Spinning mids. Activate, yes sir.
Some more
Eagle spike, and I like he walks up into it to get rid of it.
Stan Fierce had the V skill check behind it. Still anybody's game, and he gets the forward dash into the back throw here. And RD gets the counter here on the stand medium kick though. No special cancelable property on that move. Ooh.
Both players respecting the space, clearly. And as soon as I say that, Mena RD just goes in with double dashes, command dashes at that. Got the counter hit. No, too far out. could have spent the bar to close it.
Some damage being left on the table from NRD. Oh! Counter hit by that stand medium punch. You saw Combo wait just a little bit to get him to flinch. Rough spot to be, because I mean that stand medium punch is also +3 on block, right? So even if he blocks that, it's still all Rashid.
Nice spinning mixer there at Kaba. The first time we've seen it so far in the set. NRD firing with the EX% uppercut. Checking the low forward afterwards is NRD. No conversion off the Sand Fears. There it is, counter and conversion. Dropped it, he could have got the stun. That's speedy enough.
Oh, this works out in spades for NRD, right? Because he gets the one-hit stun. That means he gets to do all this damage to Kaba. Tries to go with the overhead to close the great block. The Whirlwind will not let you escape. Jumps over it and punishes.
How does he know? He jumped way before the fireball even happened.
Completely dodging the hitbox of the projectile. Confirms now. Great check with the low forward from Kaba right there. Saw NRD was looking for the reach.
Big jumping, big damage, and a side switch for Kaba's favor. Backdashing out, just wants to get the activation, and then immediately Kaba wants to get out of the way. Sweep to sweep punish. Big jumping. Even bigger whirlwind shot. V-Trigger is on deck for Kaba after using that V-skill. Downhouse coming? No, not quite. Oh, what a bait, too. He made him think he was going to go for the activation with that backdash. Check NRD on the way over, giving him the tie game 2-2.
One step ahead by Kaba right there, right? Because that's what you see so often from Rashid. When they have that V-Trigger one and they're bullying you in the corner, they want to backdash so they get that space to do the enhanced special off the Whirlwind, right? So because of that, Kaba lures him into a false sense of security a little bit. Backs up, he's like, okay, I know what the Rashids want to do here. But Kaba switches it up at the last second, goes with the crouch fears, stuffs him, and ties up the set 2-2. Now, are we going to see NRD switch to the birdie in the set-deciding match?
I think that was really smart too from Kaba, just the way that was played. Kind of talk about that last round as we fill in. Most Rashids kind of want to close it immediately after, so they would go for like roundhouse, go for the V-Trigger activation. But Kaba kind of forced the hand there from NRD, kind of led him to think, he's like, all right, well, I'm going to just activate from this far away and have it close in little by little to your impending death, but change it up immediately after. So good call from Kaba. Reading his teammate, I would say. Maybe the birdie might come into play. Who knows?
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know. We're going to see again. This is the last game of the set. Kaba and NRD. And if you're just joining us, this is losers quarterfinals. Loser of this is going home. Winner of this survives. Of course, this is a CPT online, so CPT points are at stake here.
following the theme of the of Evolution last week, where we saw Rashid versus Karen. We saw Bonchan. Big congrats to him finally getting a big premiere win. Well, he got a big one. This was like the biggest one he could possibly get.
Evo Championship under his belt. Well deserved. Bonchan's been playing like a complete monster.
1,000 points, my guy.
He's been documenting it along the way the whole time as well. Big shout outs to FGC Translated on YouTube and Twitter. And letting us in on a lot of the insights that Bonchan has been discussing in his lead up to the Evo victory. But of course, this is the Latin America East online qualifier. Menardi trying to close out and move on in losers. Right now, he's got a great spot. Kaba already bullied into the corner. Big missile drop kick for the air-to-air.
Yeah, it was very important in this set for Menardi to lose the way he did, because now he gets to play his main in the final game of the set, forcing Kaba to stick with this Rashid play. Very important to talk about. Menardi, of course, very comfortable with this match and this matchup, I would assume. Going against the best Rashids in the world with this character.
Yeah, try to catch the shimmy right there. Menardi gonna go to V-Trigger 2, just raw. Gets the EX bullhead, and then of course, V-Trigger 2, baby, the chain gang is here to play.
Remember how we talked about that early in the season, about how this completely changes Birdie and how it's gonna project him into the most commonly played character.
Yeah.
Didn't play out there.
No, but yeah, it's still an extremely potent V-Trigger, right, as we saw just there. But yeah, of course, as it's been explored, we found a little bit of better ways to play against it. We have more uses for V-Trigger 1. Great anti-air from Kaba, though, coming in blocked in the corner.
Oh. Crouch strong. Can't really follow much after that. Counter hit. Oh, big sweep. And I like the discipline from NRG, not immediately going to the V-trigger, but it's going to bite him in the butt.
Yeah, I do like that as well, but Menardi waking up with a throw right there. I think he spent all his patience and like composure on saving the V-trigger, right? Kind of panicked a little bit with the wake-up throw. That means we are going to the last round.
Cabo does this with G. Speaks volumes for this transition from Guile. Being able to switch characters like this is so easy. No matter who it is.
Oh, buffer behind that Stamium punch. Very surprising. There it is. Bullhorn was ready that time.
Oh, critical art. Okay, so.
Huge damage here.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Huge damage. Oh, and a beautiful bait on the EX spinning mixer. Jumps clean over it and then punishes. Menar RD survives, and he will be playing in loser semis. That is still to come.
Yeah, so that was that checkmate scenario. Even after he survived, there was still one more away for either death or stun. So Kaba had to take that risk. It's understandable. But either way, great showing from Kaba. He's going to be walking home with 5th. A big 5.
Yeah, he'll still be getting some CPT points as well for the Latin America East region. That's what we're running here today. Kaba, as you just mentioned, out of the tournament. Menar RD surviving. And we're going to go into the second half of losers quarters now. It's going to be Tigers, Lumon, going up against Home Light. And be Ken versus Sim or Karen. We saw the Dawson from Lumon in winner's bracket.
Yeah, so we haven't seen the Karen pick yet from Luimon as he's picked, or he's only played once really against Mono, but in his description that he sent over to us, he does have a pocket Karen just in case. I'm pretty sure I've seen it myself, but we'll see how it works out. I mean, I personally like both characters over Ken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think Sim and Karen will have just a fine time playing against Ken, right? Ken, of course, still has like some potent mix-up once he gets you in the corner, right? He can combo off his overhead. He can fake the overhead and go low. But he has to actually get Dawson there, and then he has to make the right reads on the teleports, right? He has to kind of condition him with the throws if he wants to wake up ground teleport, and then kind of read the air ones as well and just try to meaty him properly. It's going to be an uphill battle for Ken. Either way.
This song slaps, dude. I'm sorry. That's all I'm thinking about is just, man, it's a really sick song.
Oh, yeah.
Like, think about this. Like, back in the day, right, in the 90s, and you listen to songs like Welcome Pose, just sounds super sick. It's just like, you guys are on one.
The song's good. They also have the bathhouse stage now in this version of the game. There you go.
The drop.
The drop.
It's like everything matters now. You know, like, you fight for your country, man. I don't know, dude. We could talk about that some other time, because it's Zangief.
That's true, I guess. You gotta protect the skies.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For Mother Russia.
He does have a lot of national pride.
Yeah, you know it.
All right.
So let's talk about the matchup real quick. We can anticipate either Sim or Karen against Ken. You know, I feel like if he goes with Karen, just walks all over Ken. Her normals can do just as much damage. The spacing, if correct, can pretty much outplay Ken's normals. It's a tough time.
It is.
I gotta admit, man.
It is, right? Ken doesn't have the best normals, and then on top of Karen having excellent normals, tremendous walk speed.
The walk speed matters.
Man, yeah. Anytime that like Ken's gonna even think that he's gonna be in range to press something, that's when Karen just walks back a little bit, and then she punishes with her superior buttons, and it's just a tough time handling the character, as you can, I should say.
I will say the only thing that Ken does have an advantage of is anti-airing at sharper angles because of having crosscut DP or a DP in general, being vulnerable from like 1 to whatever, from like upper body or mid to upper body attacks, right?
Yeah.
I say upper body. Sounds about right. But either way, Karen actually kind of falters in that category when it comes to jump-ins at sharp angles, right? If she's not spending the bar for EX percent, she has to hold that block.
Yeah.
Every single time. You could crouch fierce from further out, stand fierce from even further out, but at that sharp angle for where it's right here, both players, and they jump on Karen, she's gonna have a tough time.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely one of her like angles of weakness, one of her few angles of weakness. So if our man Hon Light can abuse that, kind of expose it a little bit, he should have an easier time going up against the Karen. But again, we talked about her tremendous walk speed and mobility, right? Her dashes are good too. She can just get out of that range so easily. So a lot of the time, it's going to be tough for Ken to find that sweet spot. But that is the name of the game. It looks
Sweet Spot 5.
Sweet Spot 5.
Let's do this.
Looks like both players are ready. willing, and able to play their next losers quarters match. Again, this is to face Meta RD in loser semis.
Man, some big shoes to fill, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna be pretty tough. You already playing Ken, and then you gotta play against Meta RD with that character. I'm just saying, man.
Hey, to be fair, he's got to get through Louis Mon first.
It's true. Either one of these guys have a tall drink of water. Tall order.
All right, so we're gonna see the Dawson.
I think tall order is the best way to put it, rather than tall drink of water. I think tall order is
Tall order, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, tall drink of water. It's
not the same thing.
No.
Is it? You know, euphemisms are hard.
They are. I've messed up quite a few in my day. As we're going to get into a losers of quarters finals. Again, winner of this goes on to face Meta RD.
I haven't even So yeah, the Dawson pick for Louis Mon.
I like it. Oh, try to wake up with some EX stuff, but it gets thrown out of it. All right, now he's going to burn in this corner. Oh, trying to fight fire with fire, but no.
Born in the fire and flames. Out of the corner, but that was so deep. Got the counter hit. Nice placement from Louis Man with the drill kicks. He's doing very, very well with those space drill kicks, I would say.
Yeah, I was a real big fan of his Dawson in our winners semifinals match, so I'm glad to see him stick with the character. Yeah, check that run.
Fully established that any sort of normal to run. Damn, those 4 dashes. The guy's sprinting the marathon.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want to go through like any sort of like wrestling. He's just going to go full blast all the way through.
No breaks necessary. Gets the air-to-air this time to keep Hone Light locked down in the corner. Again, it's that sweet spot that Louis Mon has been working at so well. Stand medium punch all day, every day. Yeah, but as soon as you take it to the sky, crouch, medium punch, clean anti-air. You gotta be careful of your Horn of Light as well for the jump because of the super from Dawson. Be reversal, get him off. A lot of great life. Oh, he cashes out on it with the crouch jab. It's gonna be a good look.
Yeah, this is all Louis Mon right here, man. As soon as he gets further out, it's so difficult for Hone Light to even try to contest.
Dawson wins.
Running into normal after normal. Even if he tries to take to the skies, anti-airs are on point.
Yeah, Hone Light, you could tell the keep away from Dawson and just making sure he stays out was definitely getting to him, getting to his mental towards the end of that round. Really trying to force things that weren't there, and that's the name of defeat up against Dawson, right? Even when he's pestering you and annoying you, you have to keep composure because that's exactly the type of mental state he wants you to fall into.
I wonder what you could do mid-range after a block medium punch or block medium kick, right? Because it's hard to tell what he's going to follow up with, but I remember seeing some tech where if you're playing like a Shoto against Dawson, right, at a certain distance, if you're blocking those normals, they can't opt to go for that same normal again. So that's the time to either jump in, dash up, or even contest with an active normal to stuff, right? So it's very hard to even figure what the Dawson player is going to do next. I mean, like, one of the things I want to see from Hone Light is maybe throw out it's kind of risky. I still think it's kind of risky because of Crouch Fierce, but or Stand Fierce. Maybe throw out a fireball here and there, just to kind of show that he's willing to do it, to condition Louis Mon in that scenario. But I don't know, man.
It's risky, tough, right? But I think in this matchup, you have to kind of force that game of chess where you're going to be making different decisions and hopefully throw Louis Mon off his game and get a right read or two because that's what Ken needs, right? He needs the one knockout, and he can win the round as long as he gets it.
Just at that tip, too, man. Louis Mon's going to knock him some more.
Takes the high, goes low. Louis Mon looking so strong on this Dawson here. Meaty slide right there, so it was not punishable. Yeah, Hone Light. Can't interrupt in time. Just gets clipped by the slide once again.
Swinging. Nope. He was already in V-trigger. Not much to do about that. Louis Mon getting the first round of game 2 with a snipe.
Yoga sniper right there. Well calculated on the damage.
This has been a very long losers quarters, by the way. I'm liking all the Street Fighter.
Try to set up shop again. Lumon does have plenty of critical art, right? So he can meet the fireballs with the EX
Oh,
if he
that's
wants.
unfortunate.
Yeah, the EX Air Tatsu just dodging the sweep. Or I should say the other way around.
What a back dash, too. Oh, base got Acne! Oh, and he gets the juggle because of the trade. Slick. All right, back throw, home lights, only chance right now.
He's still alive, tries to get a shimmy, but a view reversal will all.
Oh, he thought he was going to have time to activate after the block spheres. No, sir. Louismon, 2 rounds straight, 2 games straight for that matter.
Yup.
Hit him with the base god Agni, backdash, spit hot fire, gave him the Dylon. Let's go.
Yeah, and he gets into that range where he can harass with the stand forward, right? Stand medium kick. And he did double up, but once he saw he took to the air, just cancel into the super. Granted the invincibility frames to dodge the jump in and then anti-aerial properly.
Oh, okay. Got a jump in from home light. Managed to catch Louismon slipping past the fireball. Ooh. Can you run to that? Like,
no.
Kid still close the gap.
Like at the right arc, right? So you dodge the fireball. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, he got caught flinching at the last second. I thought he was going to block the Gale.
Might have been a slight error. I would assume he wanted EX Gale on the way up, yeah.
Slight error that time. Oh, but that will do it. Louismon takes the round and puts himself on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
Take it 3-0 over Home Light. And then, yeah, Dawson is just so good for situations like this. Already has a life lead, gets the slide under the jumping and throw. Oh, no! Tries to sweep and gets full combo punished. Oh! Which way did he go?
Not like this. Oh, this is base got Agni again. Oh no, big drop.
Wake up super.
Oh, I think it would have hit.
He's holding it. Oh, I thought he was going to let it rip once more. Not going to happen yet. V-Trigger still on deck from both sides.
Press the button after a coffee nap block.
Oh, stay at medium kick for the juggle.
Buffed.
Yeah, usually that's just used for a reset, right? But in this scenario, gets the kill, the exact amount of damage Louismon needed, and he's going to be moving on to loser semifinals to face Mena RD.
So who do we have in total? We have Mono PR versus DRA sitting in winners finals, and the third round of losers is going to be, was it Mena RD?
Going up against Louismon.
Louismon, that's correct. But in the meantime, we hope you guys have been enjoying. Wow, that was a jumble. We hope you guys have been enjoying yourself some Street Fighter V Top 8 action. Again, it has been a long-standing set for all of these players here. But it's gonna take a quick break before we continue on because I'm already like dying. Here, so.
Yeah, we need to get some water.
I hear,
slap ourselves in the face a little bit.
Captain Ono-san is coming. I hear it. He is on the skyscrapers, ready to commentate for us.
We need to make sure he's got everything he needs. We're going to go meet up with Captain Ono-san. We'll be right back here on Capcom Fighters.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on!
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
I am Rashid of the Turbulent Wind.
Rashid Wind.
Remember the name well.
Welcome back to Capcom Fighters. We are here with CPT Online, representing the Latin America region, the East portion of the region as well. And we're in top 4 action now. We've gotten down to the nitty gritty. We're going to have winners finals coming up next. It's going to be Mono PR going up against DR Ray. Going to be Fong versus the Ibuki most likely.
Oh, yeah.
And then on loser semi side, we got Mena RD staying alive. We're going to be going up against Louis Mon on most likely his Dawson, maybe his Kara.
Yeah, you might be right. So MenRD making his way from the loser side, going into top 8 with a very, very impressive run, as we can expect with the caliber player he is.
Oh, yeah.
And then Louis Man coming from the winner's side, starting things off, falling short to Mono PR in a very, very close set down to the last game, last round, sees himself back into the fray against the likes of MenRD here in this set. He's playing very impressive so far, just taking out the opposition with his Dawson play. But in the meantime, we're going to see this winners finals game with DRA and Mono.
Yeah, I guess all 3 out of 5, all the way through. It's top 8 here for a CPT event. If you're just joining us, the newest DLC characters.
Are you cold? 'Cause I'm
Excuse
mad.
me, a little bit. The newest DLC characters are not legal for tournament usage just
Right.
yet. They're going to be legal in the near future, but for this tournament, they have been banned. So you're not going to see any Honda, Lucia, or Poison just yet in your CPT life, but best believe it's coming up soon.
Yeah, if you guys have been having fun with the DLC characters, let us know what you guys have found so far. Or any of the
Yeah.
sort of highlights that you guys have encountered, whether it's from your own gameplay, players you've seen on your timelines. Let us know what you guys have seen, because I, for one, want to see as much tech as possible.
Same.
Or some of the hype moments. If you guys can share some of those moments with us, we'd love to see it. So That being said, we can expect a lot more DLC play coming next week, or even the next event, I would assume, because, again, fan favorite Honda.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see some Honda next tournament. And then, yeah, I don't know if you've seen the Death combo video for Lucia.
I sure have, bud.
Okay.
It's great. He is sick with his
Yeah.
transitions. That video editing is top notch.
Yeah, highly recommend checking that out. Just type in Desk Lucia into YouTube and you'll find it instantly and easily. But again, this is winners finals now. It's going to be DRA going up against Mono PR. The matchup we expected to see here.
I would imagine both of these individuals have a good amount of practice against each other. But this is a matchup we actually rarely get to see in general. When you had the likes of Fong going up against Ibuki. Mono doing a very, very good job so far, despite the life deficit, keeping Ibuki away at bay. But for how long?
Yeah, and he already got caught reaching right there, right? Oh, gonna get whip punish.
No! Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. All right, no big deal. And that's fine. DRA let the kunais go. Saw the situation, didn't want to spend the bar just yet for the kill. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take this gamble. I'm going to save my meter, build some meter, actually, and take it short.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, the meter's not going to come back the next round unless you build it. With the kunai, she just gets an automatic reloaded clip in the next round.
Ooh, yeah. Big time punish there. On the sleeve, a little bit too close. DRA. Damn! Gave him the Jordan.
The forward roundhouse for real. The pose on all the shoes. DRA taking the first game in dominant fashion, just like what we saw in the winter semis. Wow.
This character's pretty good.
Yeah.
DRA.
Yeah.
And DRA.
Ibuki wins.
She's a damn good character. Man, DRA is just showing so much improvement time after time that we've seen him on stream. This guy needs to go to more events.
Yeah, for sure. He's been utilizing all of her tools as well. The V skill, the kunais, the low forwards. Been whip punishing with V trigger 2 multiple times. That wasn't the first time he's whip punishing.
I like that, yeah. Great use of the V skill as well. After those strings are done, when he's at a certain range, he likes to poke with that. You know, hit or block, it's going to be beneficial towards Ibuki. You're building your gray life, you're building up your own V movement. Exactly what Ibuki plays on.
And now DRA in a little bit more trouble this round. Mono's finally got to set up shop. Oh, he's just letting the poison rock, but he got clipped by a kunai, so no more poison ticking down. Straight on the EX sleeves with the jump in.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe a V-skill into activation. Nice anti-air from Mono. This is the right range where DRA can't activate. And or with punish, right? Nice neutral jump from Mono.
And completely dodging the kunai right there. Playing at this long distance where DRA has to uncomfortably approach.
And I like that as soon as Mono loses his turn, he backs away because he knows DRA is going for the V-skill activation. Woo! Out of there. Do it.
Mono's the first one that gets to activate his V-trigger now and seals the first round. Let's go.
Nice work, Mono PR, putting himself on the board in game 2, first round. Great reads, by the way, from Mono, making sure that DRA does not get his V-skill activation.
Oh, the kunai met with the poison cloud right there. Yeah, it's decent for Fong because of stuff like that, right? He can shut down the kunai game with poison cloud.
Damn, he is all over it right now. Great adaptation from Mono, putting DRA in the corner.
Forcing out V reversals. He just wants to end this pressure by any means necessary.
Get off. Yeah, what an anti-air tool on the way over, too. Crouch medium kick. Such an expansive hitbox on the way up.
Air-to-air jab, but Mono still has so much life to play with. He's not tripping on it whatsoever. Just backing up, checking him as soon as he lands. Not even playing with the anti-air, but now DRA's chances here. V-trigger 2 activated. Clean mix-up. Gotta put him on the verge of stun here. You can't get comboed. Oh, he jumps back, avoids the kunai, and punishes the landing.
How did he know?
I don't know. That was a fantastic read from Mono right there. Gonna tie the setup 1 apiece.
Smart play. Very, very smart play from Mono. Getting the right reads off of that. I mean, had he been meatied on wake up, it would have been stun. It would have been game.
Yep, exactly.
It would have been everything. All the marbles. Nice work there from Mono. Tying it all up pretty convincingly. That was 2 rounds straight.
Yeah.
That could have been the round changer for TRA, but here we go. We see it. Game tied. 1 apiece. Take the poison. Yo, hide behind the cloud. I meant to say cloud.
I thought that's what you said. I was going to say, you know, a lot of people be doing that, Jeremy. Don't worry about it. Ooh.
Yeah!
Triple jab.
Look at the extra damage. Sit him down. Oh my god!
Damn.
That's tough.
Round 2.
That's tough. That could have been either way. That was a 50-50. Could have been short. With all that damage over time as well, it could have killed. So.
This is all mono right now. Able to float. Get the extension. Oh, covers in time for the neutral jump. So that means the poison's still ticking. Anti-air, the poison's still ticking. God damn, it's been on Ibuki this whole round.
No antidote in sight. Nothing to stop the disease from spreading. All right, here we go. DRA finally managed to get the hit. Does have V-trigger. He's trying to find the activation. Mono is not giving him any room to work with right now. We haven't seen an activation in a while. Unless it was off an actual combo, we're not seeing it. Oh, and it's still too close. Too close.
Way too close. And when you have the poison cloud not actually making you block like that, but just a pixel away from it, it's the worst spot to be in. Because it's not getting dissipated by you blocking it. You just have to sit there. You press any button, you get hit. If you move forward, you get hit. You just have to sit there and think about your life. And in that meantime, Mono's going to instant overhead you and take the lead in the set 2-1.
I didn't even think it was going to be that far. I mean, in that range, what else can he threaten with that's a low? Sweep?
Round 1.
I guess, yeah.
Sweep while the cloud is still there. Or the trap is still there.
But it's just the fact that you don't want to move, right? Because if you move even a pixel where you're not blocking, you're going to get hit by that cloud. So he was just committed to the down back.
Right here, that's another instance. And you know, since he's stuck in block, it allows him to continue the pressure with the cower crouch kicks, leaving him plus. So it's very, very smart tactical decision making from Mono PR. Forward throw, damage over time is an issue. Lands on it, no follow through.
Yeah, but just walking out of the range of the kunais, he's done so well at controlling the space this match.
He just takes the purple on the way through. Forward throw, no longer in fear of the damage over time. Finds a way in, contests with the jab.
That's the challenge for Mono. Cancels the cower crouch. Now he's getting a little fancy now that he knows he's conditioned DRA a bit. Look at this bully jump.
He just knows.
Oh! Jumps back, flies away from the Shoryuken. Wants none of those games.
That was slick. Mono PR just knows. If you know, you know. And that's a situation where it could have been either or.
Yeah, 50-50.
That's a very big win condition for Mono.
Round 2.
You're just able to dash up, activate the reach, get those plus frames. You're forced to guess overhead lower block. Or overhead lower throw, excuse me.
Dang, that was ambiguous. He went through her body.
Yeah. Definitely seemed like it was going to be a cross-up. Ended up on the same side. Giving Mono this lead again, checking the command dash this time. Putting the poison cloud down. Amping up that damage, blocks. Oh no, does get clipped by the comeback.
Wow, how did that win? Man, that's so obnoxious to jump around. Oh, speaking of, Crouch Fierce, even more obnoxious. Instant overhead, that one instance where you have to guess, and you guess it correctly. Mono
Fun win.
putting DRA in losers. Dang.
DRA was trying to wiggle out right there, right? We saw the reversal.
No wiggling.
No wiggling. Nothing. You can't squirm. You can't do nothing. Mono had you locked down. Parole officer status. Got to get back to the cell. And then
He had the ankle on him.
yeah,
The anklet.
The anklets. You're not going nowhere.
House arrest. Dear God, that was slick. How many times did he put him in that scenario? I think every single round, right?
Yeah.
Except the first game.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you saw DRA. He tried for something, and then because of the cross-up, I think he got the input mixed up, and he didn't get what he wanted. So no EXDP to bust out. Ends up getting instant overheaded, whack, Mono PR,
Whack.
grand finals winner side.
Yeah.
Hey, that was my favorite coming into this top 8. Mono's a
Yeah.
beast, man, on the Fong. It's Fong's time. We saw the Japan SFL Fong do work as well. As losers finals, is going to have DRA awaiting the winner of Mena RD going up against Louis Mon. Should be a good one as well. We've seen Louis Mon play the Dawson. We got a little bit of intel that he's also rocking a Karen. We've seen Karen from Mena RD on top of his birdie. So there's plenty of options available here in loser semifinals. But whoever wins will have to face that Ibuki from DRA, which has looked incredibly strong. Looked as dominant as he did in winter semis in that very first game of winners finals. But man, what a bounce back from Mono and just a complete adjustment when approaching the character.
Yeah, you could tell that he's had a lot of experience in that Ibuki matchup. And granted, you kind of have to, because Ibuki is definitely that character you're going to encounter time after time in the CPT. So good ups to him for really dissecting that match and making it look winnable, honestly.
Sure.
Fong players, please take note. That was Fong at his finest.
That was a clinic. Sure.
Yeah, very, very good, well-played match. Now, going into it, we do have Men RD going up against Louis Mon. Again, winner of the two, fights off against DRA. Obviously, we've seen Men RD train along with DRA as well, within the same circle of players. Louis Mon, I mean, I think I've seen him play around that same circle as well, I would assume. So this is all very familiar to these three players, right? So
For sure.
we might see the mains come out, we might see the secondaries for them to get that extra practice in, but best believe, even though they have their secondaries, it's still going to be high-level play.
Oh yeah, again, CPT points are on the line here. This is not a practice tournament. This isn't friendlies or casuals or anything like that. This is for the premier tournament's points right here. And they're trying to get as much as possible to earn that trip to Capcom Cup coming up at the end of the year. But for now, we are in the loser semifinals. Loser of this goes home with 4th place. Nothing to, what is that saying? Nothing to something at? Nothing to sneeze at?
Yeah,
that's
there
what
it is.
right?
Yeah, I was like
So,
thinking.
yeah, like, nothing to sneeze at, of course, 4th place. But you want to keep going up as much as possible to keep getting those points right. Again, the ranking, the 1st place will take home a fat share of points. The exact amount escaping me currently. But
I think
that's
it's 200.
200. That
first.
sounds about right for the ranking events, which is the online events are part of that kind of category of tournament when it comes to Capcom Pro Tour online.
Yeah, I mean, like when you think about it, it's still a free entry tournament.
Yep.
Being able to do so and accumulate points at the comfort of your own home, that's a big deal. I mean, it's just another opportunity for you to possibly sneak into Capcom Cup along with visiting your
Every point counts.
premiere in your designated area or a ranking event, right? So it's something that just adds on to your benefit, really.
That's why all these tremendous players that you see on these offline tournaments are taking advantage of this, right? They have signed up for their regions event. They have made top 8. We're going to see Mena RD, former Capcom Cup champion here, going to be trying to progress into losers finals, get himself a guaranteed top 3 spot, get some more points under his belt. But he's got to go up against Louis Mons Dawson first.
Louis Mon! I wasn't going to follow up with anything other than his name. Louis Mon!
Me too.
I like that. Option select, doing the yoke gale as well as being able to tech. You get crushed. Oh.
Back to back on him. Triple platinum? No.
Just double.
Yeah, just double platinum. It's all right.
Still good enough. This is the top 100 to go board.
All right, we got EX Bullhead here. No punish. Definitely awkward.
Still in range. That's a migraine.
It's definitely a migraine. Got him butted constantly in that last match.
Nice work there from NRD. Max Distance just really dissecting this match with these command grabs alone.
Louis Mon hitting some back-to-back big buttons here, and then he gets to teleport on the other side. Good way to combat this birdie so far.
So I'm actually an idiot. These two are brothers.
Oh,
I forget.
man.
I forget. They are training partners. So, at their major, at their major, I would always see, or at majors in general, I would see them together. And I always forget about it. I'm so dumb. They are brothers. I apologize for all the Latin American players. I'm like, hey, these guys, you should know better. You know, when I see them in person, then it clicks automatically.
Yeah.
These guys are brothers.
Oh my goodness, what a read for Mena right there, using the armor to blow through the wake-up attack, and then gets the EX. Man, he's reading him like he knows him like a brother for sure. 2-0 to start the game.
That's how you're going to do your big brother like that? Come on.
He's got all these command grab reads. They've definitely played each other quite a bit.
Yeah, these guys see each other literally every day, I would assume, you know, and practice every day. This is just good, clean Street Fighter for them. And it's great. I love it. I knew it, see, because we've seen the name Louis Man so many times. And I'm like, there's some very interesting factor between these two. Like, there's a specific dynamic about these two that I'm absolutely missing. And I forget. Now I know that they're brothers. Never forget.
Yeah, never forget again, that's for sure. Wow, he actually hit him airborne right there, so he was able to tech out of the EX Bullhead follow-up.
Man, he double dashed off the three, trying to get a command grab against Louis.
Oh, Drill trying to fake him into an anti-air, trying to fake him into a bullhorn.
Punch him and kick him in the leg. Stop him from littering. Yeah, no punish off of that. Makes it safe.
Oh no! Now he got him worried about the command throw. He just commits to the crouch fears. Big damage, especially with a bullhead follow-up.
And he could just do that, despite what Louis Man's option is. Move or block, right? Because he's going to stay safe. Man, this game's serious. No sarcasm. I just like that decision. That point in time where you have to hold that. What to see.
Louis Man's still alive here, but a sweep. Wake up with a slide into the V trigger, trying to cook him up. Oh, punish, yes. Yoga Anvil. Oh, he keeps going with the bullhorn. He's got full critical R. You got to be careful, my man. V reversal, get him off me. Oh, man. Oh, he manages to slide out of the way. Beautiful counter from Louis Mon.
Excellent choice, too. It's a great tool to use that slide as a movement option more so than just a offensive option. Right? So good call there from Louis. Exactly what you need to do as a Dawson player.
Yeah, expertly using.
Ooh, Amber.
Try to get real intimate with him after that. EX bullhead to start chasing him down.
Sit him down.
Beautiful. Throws him out of the EX bullhead that time. Man, but Mena RD won't stop holding forward.
Oh, and
nice
a delayed rise there from Louis Mon. Nice choice to not quick get up or even you can't back over that. But either way, yeah, not to quick rise was the option.
Yeah.
Nice work. Louis Mon with the reads, my man. You're not gonna take me down that quickly, brother. I'll tell you what.
You see how like relentless Mena RD is on offense? He's just blocking with his face, menacingly trying to make his way in. Legit, I just hear the Michael Myers theme in my head when he's just walking him down. Yeah.
Look at the score.
It's like a horror movie. This man Birdie, the damage output on him is so scary. One knockdown and you're just gonna die.
Ooh. I love the use of that armor for that far. It's so good.
Looks like the EX bullhead again. Oh no. Now you're love locked down.
Oh! Contested with the button on the other side. On the way down. Reverse EX. That's what.
Oh, he tried to read him heavily. Ooh, he caught a break right there. Yeah, I saw Louis Man actually resetting in the middle of that combo. Not a full punish at all.
Oh! Yeah, he could have killed right off the bat with the beater as well if he wanted to. Got the reset. Luckily for him, saving the bar. Going into the next round. Trade off. Roundhouse forward.
You see the micro walk backs right there, trying to protect his legs. Back dash, he's gonna get the clean punish this time. Cook him up, cook him up.
Oh no, nothing behind that buffer stand strong.
Oh man, but he just makes his way into range, sneaks the command throw in, and puts himself on the board.
I meant to say bufferable. Either way, I'm surprised nothing followed through because MenRG is so diligent with that button to follow through afterwards. He just knows. Oh, double roundhouse again. There it is. Yes, sir. Finally letting the strong fly. Oh my god.
Then the crouch fears. Huge damage here. Mena RD, one command grab away.
Let him cook. Cook him on the life. Doesn't matter what your name is. Got the slide to home base.
Head first slide.
Birdie wins.
Louis Man not protecting the play carefully enough. It's going to be 2-1 for Mena RD. One game away from taking his spot in losers finals. The guaranteed top 3 finish. Some more CPT points to his name.
Like that. I like the back and forth adaptations being made so far.
Yeah.
Round
Curious
one.
how Louis Man
Fight.
responds to his younger brother. Ugh! Ugh! Damn, shoulder checks. 3 heavies in a row. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just walking him down. Mad intimidating right there. Gets the crush counter combo though. Louis Man taking it to the skies. Great counter of the bullhorn.
Man, Louis Man is dissecting his brother's gameplay right now in this game. Yes, sir. Nice and easy.
No anti-air for you.
Round 2.
Damn, I wish my brother played like this. Come on, man.
Oh, he caught him reaching. He tried to shake his hand. He gets a hug instead. Oh, no. Big boot into the EX bullhead again, though, the backdash.
Ooh, just out of range.
Nice. Louis Long fighting his way back and gets the crush counter on the... Nothing else, though.
Yep.
Oh, stuffs the can.
And I like the range that Louis Man has been playing at, making sure Minardi doesn't get a free kill. Oh no, lights the light, the connection. Match point for Minardi. Good amount of bar from Louis Man, close to critical art. Minardi is sitting on one. He tried to make a heavy read.
Yeah. Ooh, gets him with the EX Dolphin Dive, caught him slipping for just a moment. This time the EX Gale, though, or just regular Gale, waking up with it to avoid the throw.
Anti-air straight off, Minardi fires right away. Base got Agni, is that going to trade? Oh, no, not at all. It's just
Clean.
Crush Fierce, or Crush Strong, there we go.
Oh, he gets in. Oh, tried the bullhead afterwards, but stuff. And if he reversals, that means he's surrendering any V trigger. Nice jump out of the EX Dolphin Dive at the last moment.
That was very smart too. He used Yoga Stasis.
Dolphin.
Used the V skill instead of going for the jump back. Because had he jumped back, would have been big news. He would have got an anti-air Fierce, the down forward Fierce, into whatever the hell he wanted. Maybe the chain.
Yeah, Dawson jumps super floaty, so he can easily get punished if he does the jump too late, which he definitely did. So Yoga Stasis allowed him to get the punish clean stuff from Louismon. And we're going to see now, it looks like Mena RD is taking a trip back to the character select screen. Took the south exit and looked like, are we going to see a Karen? You think so?
Nah, I don't think so.
I guess his brother should already know.
Maybe. I think he would help. He would be.
That's probably who he cut his teeth on with the Karen, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I like that. That's pretty good. Who knows? I mean, it could still go either way at this point. We don't have a solid read enough for him to do so.
Yeah.
But I would say that Karen does have a great time in that matchup, being able to contest a lot of Dalsum's normals, having a command dash to bypass any sort of fireball setups that Dalsum has, as well as contesting one very significant niche is being able to stop the drills with stand short. Because of the hitbox on Karen's stand short, she's able to check Dalsum every single drill or mummy if need be, right?
Yeah.
Stand short is just that tool, man.
That's super buff, because then that means Dalsum techs right in front of you, which presents you with a throw bait opportunity, right? Where you can walk in, throw them, or with Karen's tremendous walk speed, you can just fake that, walk out, get a fat combo. Or Mika, not Karen, not Birdie, but the Rainbow Mika herself.
Another character that he dabbles around with, man.
2v1, you need the handicap match? I understand.
Fight.
There we go, we catching up. Wow, put the peach on him. Right into the Brimstone. What be next? The meaty crouch strong. Oh no, the meaty forward fierce.
Oh, he knew. He knew.
Backdash. Louismon's like, hey, new body and all that, but same mind games, right? Same command grab style character.
Yeah, that's very true. Absolutely true. So we understand what situations he's more likely to get command grabbed out of. Reset from Louismon. Oh!
Let it on the fireballs. A big break punish on the EX Peach. Louismon a round away from advancing.
Uh-oh. Louismon trying to eliminate his little brother. Growing pains, man. And I like that. Yeah, still committing to the anti-air despite seeing Mena RD go for the splash the previous round. Undeterred, he's still going to go for that anti-air. Forward throw, just, you know, no commitment to the command grab. I like that.
One hit away from stun, and he catches him reaching. That means Mena RD is going to be able to close this round out. No meter, not necessary. Mena RD forcing a final round.
Final round.
Nice work here. Final round between these two. The battle of the brothers here. Nice check. Dude, too far out to punishment. Ooh. Get him out.
Wow, hit him on the other side. Couldn't quite check the teleport in time. This is all Louismon here. Activates the Nadeshko. He finally finds his way in, but an immediate read just up backs out of the command throw. And RD has his chance, though. He's cut off the screen. Punishes the slide with a chop. Oh, that's plus 3 after the forward fierce. Stun is here. He's going to have 1 bar. EX Peach puts him on a pixel. What's next? Goes to the regular throw just in case he gets the anti-air, and the stand short will do it. Meta RD brings it back, clutches out loser semifinals, and will move on to face DR Ray for grand finals.
With his Mika.
With the Mika.
By the way, all the way down to the wire with the R Mika. He just sticks to the command grabs, baby.
Yeah.
I like that. I appreciate that. Nice work from NRD. Even better work from Louismon, helping him with that matchup as well. Man, it's cool to see brothers at that level of play. That's super sick. I don't know who else can do, or who else we've seen.
Kraymore and Dominion. That's about
I would
it.
say that, yeah. Kraymore definitely in the struggle bus, though. He does play Jury.
Yeah.
Very difficult character.
Yeah, maybe not like currently. I think this is probably like they're a little bit more high level, like Mena RD and Louismon, but like there's been times, right, where Kraymore and Dominion have been terrors in Street Fighter. But we have moved on to losers finals. We got DRA and Mena RD, as we mentioned before, 2 players very familiar with each other, all trying to get a chance back at Mono. Has been decimating the competition with that Fong. We saw him squeeze out a victory against Louismon, but really showed a convincing W up against DRA in winners finals after dropping the first game, taking 3 straight. And now we're going to see if DRA can get back there, get his run back, or if Mena RD can get his first shot at the Fong, who is sitting pretty.
So now we can expect the likes of DRA playing Ibuki and Mena RD with a plethora of characters. Birdie, Karen, even an Armika.
Yeah.
Going into this match specifically, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts off with Karen, but I'm pretty sure that he wants to be nice and comfortable rocking the Birdie versus Ibuki. Despite it not being too great of a matchup for Birdie.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play into him knowing the player more so than the match.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense to me, right? Considering how familiar they are with each other. Just like with the last game, right? I think the Mika pick was something to do with the fact that Louismon's his brother. I'm sure he's played him with Mika a bunch of times, and that might be a character that he finds frustrating to play against. So definitely more at play here than just the matchups, just the characters that you see on screen. There's definitely going to be a lot of familiarity at play. A lot of players trying to use unorthodox strategies that they don't normally use to throw their training partners off. Got to keep all of these things in mind when you see players that are very, very familiar with each other and play all the time face one another in tournaments. Losers finals?
Oh yeah, we're getting closer and closer to see who's going to take all these points. It's free points, man.
3 points. Free entry.
What other events do we have going on this weekend? I'll check
Round
them.
1.
Yeah.
As the match.
Fight.
Oh, yeah, we see the Birdie in play here from NRD going up against DRA.
Yeah, you see DRA going to be relying on that piercing attack a lot, right? One of her longest ranging tools. So that's going to be heavily used up against Birdie, who has such a great range on all his normals.
And I like that from NRD, the knockdown, just that situation alone. He decides to build VH and forces DRA to let go of Kunai to kind of deceive him, like at least reduce the inventory.
Yeah. And just a big jump in though. DRA has on the same side. Now NRD locked in this corner. Plus frames, but he gets the throw tech. Trigger 2 is available from NRD. No, he doesn't actually connect with the chain. That's unfortunate.
That's fine with DRA. Now he gets to sit back with 2 more kunais. A little bit of... Oh my gosh.
He's been connecting with these normals once DRA's in the air, so the chain extension has been whiffing. Trying to make sure he can't get in for free. Throwing the kunais out there, also checking with the crouch jabs.
That was just at the tip of that. I feel like a what, -8?
Again, trying to throw out those jabs, doesn't go unpunished this time.
I like that taking to this guy's finally, because this guys have spent a lot of time on the ground. DRA was looking for NRD to commit to a big button and get his entry in. Yeah, I like that. Resetting the space.
Jumps out and then just gets the overhead. It wasn't even a punish, just caught NRD off guard.
Oh, anti-air.
Beautiful anti-air with a V-trigger 2 right there. You can't just jump over trying to bait a critical R when he has that on deck. Gets the low forward. Has a lot of meat on him, though. Guesses correctly.
Ooh. No more kunais, but okay, I was going to say DRA can actually go for critical art chip if need be, no matter what, because Menardi was lacking the resource. Didn't have any more V-gauge, did not have a bar, so either way, got the throw nice and easy.
Yeah, that's why Meta was just going to block after that, right? And DRA, recognizing the -2 situation, he's like, all right, instead of just putting meaty pressure on him, I'm going to walk up and hit the throw. He knows it's not his turn. He's looking for me to just take it with normals. I'm going to switch it up and take the first game. Well done.
It's go time.
Hell yeah.
Got the songs.
Suzaku Castle.
The tracks.
The classic. Timeless classic.
It really is, though.
I felt like it was so dramatic, like as a kid when I heard the song. I was just like, man, they're fighting for their lives out here, dude.
Fighting for their lives, fighting for the world.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. I was like, why do these guys fight each other anyway? Like, what's going on? What's the story?
Yeah, right.
As soon as I press start, you just pick a character now.
I guess I'm in a karate tournament or something.
Sick. I'm going to pick the guy that looks closest, like, person who actually knows karate. I'm going to go for Ryu, right? By default.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got the gi on, he's got a headband. He definitely looks like he knows karate.
Yeah, he's definitely sweating. He's definitely that guy. Got the headband for all the sweat. But anyways, no perspiration here. Nobody's sweating against DRA. Norman, these guys are definitely cream of the crop when it comes to LATAM. Cream of the crop. DRA is in on the first game. Or am I tripping?
What's up?
Round
It's only
one.
one, right? It's only been one game, right?
Yeah, DRA's up 1-0.
Okay, got it. It's about time warp. You never know.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a really good excuse. Yeah. So yeah, one of the things that deters Ibuki players from kind of spacing out with the V skill is the fact that he can bullhead through it, or bullhorn through it,
Yeah.
which is what you mentioned earlier in the top game.
I like how you immediately corrected yourself.
You looked at me and laughed. I felt ashamed as a commentator.
No, because I thought I heard one of your flatulence noises that you usually make. I think that was just like PTSD from my head, though. So that's why I started laughing. I just randomly heard that. It might have been this couch, actually.
It could have been me in real life.
Yeah. Either way, gets the cross under, doesn't put enough damage on the board to kill him off. Meta RD has a chance here. Trigger 1 active, confirms the stand medium punch, tries to get a shimmy, but DRA counters that perfectly. Low forward, not gonna happen.
Round two.
Or cross short.
That's cross short. Yeah,
cross
that's
short.
a far, really far reaching cross short. And again, in that range, DRA does not want to spend the V skill. Okay, well, he does just outside of that range, I would say. He was very reluctant to do so just because MenRD has already proven that he knows the answer to it. Swing.
Oh, the punish.
Nope.
Oh, yep, completely dodges the reversal critical R. This is going to be DRA's game now. Recovers the time from the V skill, then busts out with the EXDP. Bullhorn blocked. Yeah, just going to wait. And the armor blowing through the stand median this time. Commits to the target combo. That's going to be a punish.
And no extension of the combo from MenRD.
Put that kunai away.
Oh.
You hear the chains rattling. Ooh, he's still alive, though. Still no more EX on Meta RD's side. And then he just gets one more forward throw. DRA taking a 2-0 lead here in Losers Finals.
2 rounds straight. Very consistent game from DRA. Man, he's looking really nice. He's trying to get this run back against Mono, but
Mono's been the only one that's able to touch him, man. 2-0 lead on Meta RD, 3-0 Kaba in winter semis. He's definitely looking incredibly strong here on the Ibuki. Of course, if you don't know, DRA has been playing Street Fighter V for quite some time now, as you mentioned before. Really burst onto the scene with the Red Bull stuff, and in general, just making his way to the offline CPT events. Was a Vega player early on in the game's lifespan, but has since switched to Ibuki, and you can see he is a dangerous player if you've never seen him before.
first time we've seen DRA so far locked in this corner, but that's not going to last very long. Does a command jump out of there, doesn't go for the kite, but either way, gets a side switch.
Yeah, but then you can see right there, the anti-air jab canceled into the command dash, right? That means he keeps the corner. Tremendous buff that Ibuki has.
Oh! Yeah, just outside of range to punish the sweep. Nice air to air from an RD.
Yeah, they jump simultaneously.
Nice.
Anti-airs for the V-trigger too. He's just gonna go for the damage. Oh, drops at the end. He already used the Rida.
He didn't have the bar to spend for the kunai. That's the second time we've seen that happen with an RD. The first time was in an earlier game where we got crouch short, stand short.
Yeah.
Did not get it into critical art.
Now that means DRA is on tournament point here. Mena RD just unloaded all his meter.
Oh boy, that's a really tough spot to be on DRA with the advantage. Not only in the meter department, but just in games in general.
Wait a
Match
minute.
point.
Mena RD getting some paychecks to his name. He's not as broke as he once was. Has a bar to play with here. Full stand fierce. Locking DRA down now.
Oh, hefty entry fee to pay to get into or past Mena RD's defenses.
Dang, he's the troll on the bridge. Gotta pay the toll, my man.
Oh, big
put
crush
that
counter.
stand fierce away.
He's looking for that activation, and Mena RD knows it, and that's a time for DRA to get that grab successfully. Big trouble here for Mena RD. If he gets caught with this V-trigger activation, can he keep him out with these normals, or will DRA manage to counter poke? And he does!
Roll forward into the activation here. He's gonna have the corner.
Reset,
What's the mix-up
critical
gonna be? Oh, he busts out. You called it, Jeremy, and Mena RD's gonna put himself on the board. 1 up here in game 3.
I was gonna ask you, Ringe, what's the hook gonna be?
There's no mix though.
Final round.
Doesn't
Not
need a
on
hook
this beat.
Ooh, let's go. We in there.
My man.
That was a sick play from NRD. I gotta admit, it's sometimes the last resort, but it works.
Oh, in that.
What a punish!
Yeah, that's so cool.
Some fine two-pointer. Yeah, commits to it, goes into the activation. V reversal is blocked. NRD might have been able to grab that.
Yeah. DRA again. This is set point here. It's about 30% of a life bar away from getting back to grand finals, but wait a minute.
Hold the phone. He's got a cannon.
Man, RD did not commit to anything after that stand medium punch. Oh, he commits this time, and he builds the bar he needs. That's going to be 2-1 here. We're going to a game 4.
The last second, the last part of that bullhead. 3 hits. Built him. Yeah, let's do it again. Built him enough bar for that critical.
Birdie win.
Fantastic return from NRD.
Literally needed every hit he got at the end of that bullhead. Built just enough.
True professional. I'll give him the full word on that one.
Professional.
On the board is NRD, saving himself
Round 1.
from elimination. Now, it's another chance at life against DRA. Has to stick it out with Birdie, though, considering he didn't get a win. Not allowed to change. And you're not allowed to V-skill that, amigo.
Yeah. And RD reliably reacting to those V skills with the bullhorn. Man, and he's just bullying him with these stand fierce now.
Dang.
This range right here, this is mine. All this range, your grandmama's chain that she gave you, this is mine.
My grandmama gave me that shit.
Not anymore.
What you? Go forward. Into the V-trigger, common activation route. The reset, what side?
Throws him out of the yellow stub, then checks him low. And RD now 1 hit away from stun, backing up, wants to let that stun bar dissipate. Anti-air successfully.
Ooh, 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 the micro walk forward. I saw that. I see you, man, RD.
Damn.
Surgical procedure, successful. Threading the needle, baby.
Sand Pierce again. Own up that range. Look at this, man. DRA. Now he's scared to throw V skills, right? Because that was his best tool at that range. But RD has been reacting reliably with the bullhorn.
Big facts. Doesn't spend the critical art off the confirmed bullhead. Opting to save it this time. I'm pretty sure he had it. Oh, yeah. Activate that bad boy.
The whiff punish
Dip
from
to
Capcom
my
Cup
loo.
champion.
Command grab. Okay. Never mind. So much authority on that back. Ooh, speaking of.
Hits him with the kunai, jumps back into it. Ooh, the crouch jab, knocking him out of the jump. Mena RD puts a stop to the V skill once again. Time to set up 2-2 just like that.
And I like him really showing off the answers to Ibuki's game plan in neutral. Right? If you want to throw out this V skill, I got the bullhorn, I got the fierce at the right range to punish you, and I got the low medium kick to check you on the way out, because it doesn't push her hitbox that far, or as far as it used to.
Yeah.
Right, and there's a significant startup to it. So very good call there from NRD, really showing the matchup knowledge.
And yeah, you can see how much more timid DRA is playing, right? Because of that bullhorn threat. And RD's been able to establish it over these 4 games. Let's see how he preys upon that in the 5th. Oh, he punches that Kuda. Get it out of here.
Go on, get. Out of there. Yeah, I like that side switch as well from DRA. Getting closer to the corner. Oh, yo, when that chain flings, you better stop still.
Putting it out there in a menacing fashion.
DRA hasn't found any sort of normal situation with RD.
He seems pretty lost at the moment. Not sure where to go with. He got the command jump to escape the corner, but now he's already been walked down to the opposite side. There it is again. He gets it, but he gets punished for it on landing. Recovers
He
the
did that
time.
early, too. Oh, big whip punish.
Great with punish from DRA here. Gets the forward throw as well, evening up this life. And RD still with slight advantage. Throws down the energy drink, trying to just put that gray life on DRA.
Oh, okay. Committed to the heavy button. Now puts himself in the corner. Didn't have the meter to do anything with that kunai, so he ended the combo instead. But now in a very awkward position. Yeah, reloads in front of him. Tries to jump out. No, sir. Not when I got these 2 big fists waiting for you.
Yeah, another clean anti-air.
What a check. 8-7, 6 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, pop it, put the banana down. Come on, what are you trying to do?
Time over.
Nice and easy. NRD putting himself with a huge turnaround, by the way, at match point, looking for that grand final seat.
Beautiful way to end that round from NRD. Yeah, punching the kunai out of there.
Oh my god. And look at how much of a deterrence that is. DRA literally just sits there. He's like, oh damn, what do I do?
Taking these double axe handles to the jaw. And add up after a while. Alright, yes, picked over this time from DRA. Bullhorn jumped over. Wow, so missed to it, but he has the V-trigger activation, hence why he did so.
Full bar on deck for the V-Gauge on behalf of DRA. Gonna be playing a little bit safe, full screen, near full screen, I say 3/4, but NRD is walking himself down. No anti-air, and I understand, he's fearful of the kunai release. Oh boy, you gotta be kidding me. He does it, yes sir, I knew it. That slight walk back with that much meter, he was most definitely gonna reach.
Yeah. Despite the walk back, right? That just lulls you into a false sense of security. Like, oh, he's looking for a throw bait. No, he's got the EX meter to make sure he gets the long range grip. Mena RD brings it back, takes the set 3-2 over DRA, and he's going to be the one facing Mono in Grand Finals.
It could have been either way too, because at that range, you could have left a stand strong rip. You have to sit there and block it.
50-50, for sure.
Nice work there from NRD, putting himself in Grand Finals against First Attack's own Mono, the man who organizes that tournament himself.
Wow, bro. First Attack coming up later in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Never been myself, but I've always heard tremendous things about the tournament and the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, so definitely go check it out.
Yeah, Fire Boy out there, man.
Yeah, that's all you know what I'm saying.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying?
Mono, we're going to talk later. But anyways, she's got to focus on this Grand Finals match. You should go.
I would love to, yeah. I've never been to Puerto Rico. It'd definitely be dope to visit out there. First Attack, I know it's always a good time. I watch it on stream every year. So make sure, to all of you, if you can't make it, to make sure to tune into the stream later on in the year. I'll get exact dates before this tournament is over to make sure First Attack gets its proper plug. But thank you all for tuning in right here to twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. Y'all know this is where the Street Fighter V goes down. This is, again, the online event for the Latin America East region. That's why we got guys like Ray and Kaba and Mono and Mena RD all in the bracket, all looking to fight for the points. And we've come down to this Grand Finals again. Mono's going to be in Grand Finals winner's side. Mena RD's going to have to beat him in 2 sets to take home the lion's share of the points. That's going to be a tough thing to do with the way Mono's been playing on that Fong. And I just think in general, Fog, it's his time, man. It's Fog's time. He is back on the character select. That V-Trigger 2 is good. They got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the V-Trigger 2 is good. They got him a couple of buffs that are making some quality of life changes a little bit easier for him. And yeah, he's been showing out. Mono has been a Fong player like the whole time too, right?
Since day one. Well, I feel like he dabbled with Bison first, then immediately went to Fong.
Oh, that makes sense.
In the very, very early stages.
Yeah.
Right, but I might be mistaken. It's been a long time. I do get old and then kind of forget things. But either way.
That's another point I want to bring up though, is the fact that this person, Mono that is, has stuck with Fong this whole time, right?
Correct.
And because of the game getting older and people getting more experience, that's when you see the people that play these underrepresented characters really start to flourish, right? When they get all this matchup experience under their belt and they're able to address these niche situations that are presented in fighting games properly with these characters in ways that people have never seen before. So
it's fun to see them fleshed out more and more towards like each and every season, really, where it's just like the significant changes, or maybe the subtle changes. I would say the subtle changes drastically change the way the character is played, right? And it's really putting some light into it. You know, the way Mono's been playing with his character, just some things I rarely get to see in general. I mean, how many Fongs really do you get to see in CPT?
Not many whatsoever, right? There's definitely a handful. We got, of course, Mono. We got our man from Japan, whose name I cannot recall.
We saw him in the SFL qualifiers.
But there's a Fong from America as well, one or two.
One of them is the answer for me.
The answer. There you go. Yeah. Eric C, I think.
Eric C is definitely a big Fong
well.
player. That's right, Midwest represent.
So Mono already established in the space. Look at that, 50% on Meta RD's birdie. Had him poisoned up as well. Punishes the sweep attempt. Man, it's all Mono here. Gonna pop the pepper. Hot egg. Going nowhere. Oh, blocks the bullhorn. Setting up shop like no one's business. Oh, that was definitely a window of opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Nice work. Nice and easy there for Mono. Really dictating the pace of that match.
Completely. Got the lead early, made Mena RD come to him after that. Oh, but now Mena RD establishing his life lead early. How's he going to work it? We'll punish.
Damn, recovers in time to still get the anti-air. That is a situation that is super hard to tell. Mono with all the right calls.
Yeah, because you know Mena RD was neutral jumping to punish that exact move. It was just a little bit slow.
I can't believe his hurt box is lowered that far down.
It's wild how low it is.
I'm still in disbelief.
Oh, we out.
Go ahead. I like the noise. Go ahead.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, enough damage.
That's a lot of death.
Mena RD, one round apiece here in game one.
In tried and true fashion of the Mena RD Capcom Club Champion outfit, by the way.
Yeah, he's got the RD chain on him. Got the joggers.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of all the champion costumes. I really like the baseball Rashid as well. Beautiful. Jumps over the EX. Boy. Perfect read. Mono should close this out with a perfect here. Oh, there it is. First game, the first attack Mono taking a 1-0 lead in the overall set. Again, he's in Winterside Grand Finals. Only needs 2 more games to take that first place prize.
I mean, we've seen an ongoing trend. Sometimes we'll have a bunch of Street Fighter games where it goes down to the last round. Sometimes we'll get a clean 3-0. Is that going to be the case? Find out on the next episode of Mena versus Mono. Here we go. It's only the first game so far. Mono in the lead, not only in the set, as he's sitting in the winner's side. And in games, he has 1 game.
Yeah, but he'll take the trade on the bullhorn, I think. Mena RD's still going to feel like he has to come in. He'll definitely take that, though. And now Mono working his way, has it back to the corner, but Mena RD taking the skies. His poison cloud is because of it. Counter hit there. This is all Fong. Delayed rise. Oh my goodness, which side he's going to be on.
Yeah, either way, that was going to be a meaty, and it's a multi-hitting meaty.
And so it goes through the first hit of the armor that Bullhead has. Punishes that. He's like, all right, put your can out, bro. I got the poison cloud right there. Trade.
And what a trade-off, benefiting Mono anyway, because it pushes Birdie back significantly.
All right, wait a minute though. The
Out of there.
Oh, trying to chase him down, but it's so awkward to do so.
Oh, the man did jump back jab. That's crazy. I thought he was an anti-air with crouch fierce. Visual 2 is on deck for Mono PR, by the way. If he wants to make it even more deadly with the traps and fireballs.
EX will head though. Oh, not gonna be enough damage. You gotta guess. He presses buttons back successfully. Still anybody's game blocks the overhead, and he still takes the round.
That is a -8 situation. Mono keeping his composure, stopping himself by blocking down. Expecting MenRD for the slide. Unbelievable.
Oh, and then he trips him up on the can, though. MenRD looking to bounce back. Has the corner. Stun bar's already building. Get tossed out. Oh, and there it is. Stun accomplished. MenRD put the Platinum down just for the style points.
Oh.
Well, one more for him. The headbutt. One up here in game 2, just like that. MenRD, only a scratch on him.
Got himself a hood. Perfect.
There. We see the Platinum.
A lot of great lines building up. Damage over time is a factor. With that poison. Big sweet punish. Yes, sir. Stand strong into the sleeves.
Hand down again. That is blocking it out.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
He is really changing it up here in terms of how he wants to start his offense. Mono.
Oh, to the other side gets the crush counter on the second hit of the sweep. Tried to bait that throw, but he couldn't walk far enough back. Now it's MenRD's turn. Activates the V trigger. What's next? Command throw? No, regular. Get your dash out of here. And then the command throw after that.
Good save from both ends. MenRD covering all of his bases with back-to-back grabs as well as the command grab, stopping Mono from using any sort of meter or command dashes. That was a very, very excellent choice because Fong does not have those escape options without the meter.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you caught me almost skipping the D and going straight to the A. I adjusted in time, though. We'll see if Mono can adjust in time to hold on to this first set again. He is in winner side grand final.
Oh, the trap was still placed? It's all tied up here. The trap is still there. Yes, sir. You got to stand strong into your sleeves. Got the counter hit on the roundhouse. Mono is not going to be spending any bar. He's going to just be moving back, using the rest of his estate, really. Sets the trap down as soon as he sees the can, by the way. Very smart decision.
Max range on the EX sleeve just to catch him flinching. Blocks out the monster can.
This is so annoying. MenRD is just trying to find a way in. Trying to find the password to the speakeasy. Is it command grab? Is it anti-air?
Oh, and then he dashed back to get the corner. One hit away from stun. B reversal from Mono. Wants to live to fight another day.
For that poison. Ugh. Oh, we got the backflip. Oh, we got him. Oh, he did not follow through off that fierce.
Yeah, he was scared of the can. Great block on the instant overhead.
That's the second time MenRD's managed to block in that situation. When is Mono going to hit with the short?
He's clutching it out.
Crouch short, walk up, crouch short. Next time.
Yeah. Clean punish. Ooh, trying to wake him with a button there, but just out of range, and he gets command throw on the other side. Mono, though, still pressing buttons back, not scared of him. Tried to get him with a shimmy attempt. MenRD, though, with a jump cross up, gets the command throw afterwards. We're in the corner. Big boot to the face. Now he's just walking back. Oh, put that stuff away. Actually, no, put your away.
Nobody can have their stuff out range. Nobody. It's cleanup time.
V-trigger now.
Playtime is over.
Wakes up with a bullhorn. He gets interrupted, though.
Oh, my goodness. Playtime has ended.
No clean play. Oh,
damn. Oh,
Mono holds it on.
We got a pair of wolves here howling at the moon.
Man, I've had to censor myself so many times.
This is great.
Oh, great stuff on the EX attempt.
Oh,
Takes right into his waiting arms.
out of there. My guy just guzzles down these drinks. Crazy.
Needs all the energy he can get.
It's like 3 sips. Oh, yeah, crush counter, full combo.
Yeah, left him standing, so he gets the setup afterwards. Nice delay rise to bypass all of that.
And that's featured a one.
Yup. He's wanting that extra armor.
I like that. Just slaps him out.
Yeah,
No
check
way.
him. Don't let him do it for free. Just a
He got what he could, yeah. Man, Mono is on point.
Oh! Why'd you say that, Jeremy Bullhorn? And now Meta RD's gonna take the game and take a lead 2-1. Literally, as you said, Mono's on point. Meta RD got the hit and the kill.
I apologize in full force.
Oh, man.
Using my powers incorrectly.
He put the poison cloud down, but the Bullhorn was already on its way, interrupted it, then tested him. Mono was scared of the command throw, got him with the normals, and now we're going a 2-1 lead for Meta RD.
I can't believe it. I apologize. All the Mono fans, I apologize. He was doing so well. He still has a chance. It's not even close to over yet. Despite being at a deficit, he can definitely make the comeback happen, but Minardi, no slouch himself again.
Waking up with a sweep right there. Oh, Bullhead gets stuffed completely.
My God, Grim, look at this damage, son.
Oh, and then he ends up on the same side.
Cross short.
There you go. Look at that. The adjustment is there, man. RD looking for the instant overhead. Mono successfully switches it up and goes low.
2 cross shorts and a jab, man. It's like 2 troops in a line. I still can't believe that last game happened.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Command throw city.
Out of there.
Nice. He's going to chase him down with the ES.
In hot pursuit. Side switch, yes sir. They're trying to fight for this position more so than the actual like combos and damage and stuff. They just want to get this position going. Just a threat.
Put the sleeves back. The poison tipped fingers.
Man, he baited him. Clean.
Nice. Using the armor on that V-Trigger 1 to go through it.
One more hit. 4-man RD can spell.
Just trying to harass at him with these low forwards.
Oh, he tried to sneeze at him.
Oh, but again, checking with the crouch jab. One of Birdie's most reliable tools.
Final round. Fight.
Dashes in his face.
Guzzling it down again.
Oh, doesn't press a button?
EX sleeves, catches man RD walking forward.
No conversion. He did get the real bend up. Oh, he tried to roundhouse him, saw right on the startup.
Trying to push him back towards the can. Mono wants none of that.
That was a very, very high arcing jump. Getting that early kick, too. Forcing him already in a very odd situation.
He'll use the Bullhorn to go through it, but it doesn't actually connect with Fong. Nice escape from Mono as well, getting more real estate to his back. Converts only for a stand jab. Man, he is going ham with these cans.
Okay, yeah, full conversion. Does get the V-trigger activation off of it. Same side. Oh, but you got armor, Playboy. Uh-oh, Minardi looking to reset it right here, right now.
Oh! Trey's gonna have Mono living for just a little while longer.
Oh, there's a counter hit!
Still no conversion, though, no kill. He plays game here.
Oh,
Mono commits to the
my.
sleeves a little bit too early. Mena RD jumps in, takes the set, and resets the entire bracket.
That could have gone either way. That could have gone either way.
And I understand Mono going with the EX sleeves right there, right? Mena RD has been successfully just walking him down, often behind the can a lot of the time, but still. He's caught him a couple of times just walking forward with the EX sleeves. Tried it one more time, but Mena RD, I think one step ahead there, reading that decision, jumping and punishing cleanly.
I thought he could get something off of a counter hit crouch medium kick.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, I will be honest.
Like
but
maybe
I
a light
think
punch,
I
all
feel
he
like
needs.
he can do at least light punch, yes. I think so.
Man, trust issues, man.
Oh.
Like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So Mena RD has reset the bracket. 0-0, both players in loser side.
Got yourself some nice Street Fighter action. That's what I'm talking about. All the way through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let's play it all out.
RD on the verge of taking first place home for himself. He has already reset the bracket. 3-1? 3-1, right?
I want to say it was
Yeah, 3-1. I'm getting confirmation.
yeah, it was 3-1.
All right. So, yeah, and I mean, Mono, as we said before, right, has been playing Fong since very early in the game's lifespan. I'm not expecting him to go to any different character or anything like that. Fighting it out with what brought him to the dance.
Man, we got the New York Knicks.
He does. This is definitely the Mango Birdie if I've ever seen it.
Oh, man. A lot of fans out there.
Yeah. Shout outs to Kevin Sparks.
Oh, boy.
I know you out there struggling, dog. Believe me, I know.
Round 2.
Patrick Ewing also, one of those guys, just super talented, didn't get a ring.
Also, you think I was talking about John Starks?
Yeah, I was thinking about John Starks.
I was talking about Kevin Sparks.
I was talking about just Knicks players.
Oh, wow, he tried to bullhorn. Thought he would commit to something since the Poison Cloud was out, but Mono was chilling. Had the can, though, to keep him safe. Yeah, this has been the story of the game so far, right? Is that Mono has been trying to set up shop with these Poison Clouds and the Poison Orbs, but Mena RD has just been finding his way through, whether it be bullhorn, whether it be by blocking with his face, it doesn't matter. As soon as he gets in, he's been making all the right reads.
Kind of back and forth, too, the way Mono's been setting up the traps. Mena would respond with the V-Skill can, and vice versa. If Mena RD was the first one to shoot, you know what? Shoot the J anyway. You got the game.
Computer Blue, Darling Pinkett, Mango Birdie, whatever the play is.
Yo, the Capcom Cup trophy at the edge of the chain, too, for the freeze frame.
Birdie wins.
That is godlike,
like
by the
that.
way. I forgot about that detail. That is so sick. But anyways, as I was saying, the way it played out in the neutral, whoever set up shot first, the other person is going to respond with either a trap or a can.
Yeah.
It depends on who started. So, man, that was pretty cool. Very, very quick start from an RD.
Round 1.
Mono can afford to lose.
Fight.
Not like this. All right, gotta jump in instead.
Look at that again. And that's what Mena RD is doing the can for, right? Is because every time you want to respond with a Poison Cloud, if you're too late, I'm going to bullhorn through it and punish you.
Yeah, and the can still goes through the trap.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So when he sees that, Mena RD is like, all right, well, the can is here. I get to jump in for free. I'm not going to fear this poison.
That was a jog. Just one of those games. Mena RD making every correct decision, and Mono just not able to escape the offense.
And this has been RD, man, looking really, really strong, putting himself in a prime position to take the entire tournament, really, from this bracket. The way things are going in his favor, command grab again, another one incoming.
Yeah, you were right. You saw it, Mono read it too, but then EX Dolphin dive to close the distance. What? Oh my goodness, good thing he was holding up still. Man, just to escape Mena RD, walking around like the Terminator right now.
Yeah, the Bird 3000.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here! That was slick.
Help.
Oh, bless you. Bless him.
Oh, man.
He's looking all Mena RD, man. When he gets this momentum, he starts to feel himself.
Oh, my goodness.
Not like this, bud. Not like this.
I mean, I know Fong is a fan of things being done in 2 minutes, but can we make the grand finals a little bit longer, please?
Yeah, think about that, right? This entire time of this top 8 has been the longest amounts of Street Fighter I have ever witnessed in an online qualifier.
But then Mena RD gets the grand finals.
This is as fast as like every other game that's gone like last game.
Yeah.
I can't check my watch. Freckle past the hair? I don't know, dude. Ugh.
Freckle past the hair.
The class.
That's a good one. Man, yeah, now Mono's going to take some time, right? It's like, I go back. I'm on the verge of losing the entire tournament at this point after starting grand finals in winner's side, right? It's never a place you want to be. It's definitely a hard place to come back from mentally, especially down 2-0 in the reset. But we'll see if he can do it. He's a tremendous player, tremendous talent on that Fong. But, man, Mena RD, we've talked about his accolades in the past, right? Capcom Cup champion, multiple-time major tournament champion. So he's definitely nothing to sneeze at, and is going to be coming for that last game and coming for those first place points right now.
Very excited to see it. Again, Mena RD riding high on that momentum, and you know, Mono taking the right decision to take his time, go back to the character select screen, make sure he doesn't get any more boost off of that, because that was just a straight bust ass.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a very overwhelming performance from Mena RD, and already has him at almost half life, has him in the corner. Nice check from Mono though.
Frames afterwards. A lot more active from Mono PR. Or Mono PR is right, yeah.
Yeah, you were right though. You good? Fell on
That's
the
exactly what
plantain.
Mena RD wants.
Yeah.
He wants him to come close.
Jumps right over. See, never really worrying about coming in contact with that orb that doesn't cause hit stun. He'll take the poison damage as long as he gains ground.
Oh, he ran into the pin.
Yeah, I think he tried to take advantage of that a little bit too quickly, and now Mena RD on tournament point.
I like the start from Mono. He looked very, very strong right out the gate, but managed to catch himself in this corner as well as catch these headbutts, man, or these command grabs.
He's catching hands, headbutts, feet, everything. Oh, again. There you go, counter hit this time. Caught Mena RD trying to take his turn after the bullhead.
And that can's been the detriment to Mono PR's playstyle right now, man. He's been susceptible to each and every one of these approaches. Finally getting his way through. Close to stun. Back row. It's not enough.
Wow.
He walked a crouch short twice over Mena RD. Blocked both of them.
The big boy birdie with a lot of stun value.
All right, stun no longer a factor, but one anti-air can probably do it. Wait a minute.
Oh, the V-trigger is ready. More damage. Oh, and there it is. Mena RD takes it 3-0 in the reset to take first place in Latin America Region East for CPT Online.
Big time plays for your big time champion, Mena RD, taking it 3-0 in the reset over Mono PR. Big congratulations to the man, getting a chunk of those points.
Yeah, held it down. Coming into this top 8 from losers bracket, right? Started here in losers round 1. They got into quarters, semis, losers finals, and all the way to grands for the reset. Mena RD, I mean, he's a former Capcom Cup champion for a reason.
Yo, man, what a gruesome route, too. Again, coming from the loser side, has to take out his training partner, Kaba, takes out his own brother.
Look at
Yo,
that.
he's
Look at all
trying to
his
get all the
matches
power.
before grand finals. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Nothing was free for Mena RD, but he grinds it out, makes it to grand finals, has the most convincing victories of the night for him, and will take home the plethora of points here that will be going along with first place.
Big congrats as well to Mono taking a significant amount of points as well, and DRA with that third place performance, that switch from Vega to Ibuki, my man, has been paying off. Keep at it.
He
Congrats
looked
to the big
incredibly
three.
impressive, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, if you guys enjoyed yourself Capcom Fighters action for Street Fighter, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. And also hit us up on Twitter if you guys want to share some of your favorite moments. And again, we do appreciate each and every one of you that has been tuning in to all the online qualifiers, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's been a real fun time here at CPT Online at the undisclosed headquarters of CPTO. Yeah, it's been a good time, man. All these Latin America events have been a blast to commentate. Of course, the Latin America region, always a region that I like commentating and like watching in general, right? Just because we don't get to see them that much. So when we do, it's always entertaining, and they always bring their own flavor and style to any fighting game that they play. So it's a beautiful thing to watch.
In the meantime, we guys hope you enjoyed it just as much as we did over here on the couch, and we'll see you for the next one. My name is Vicious.
And I'm Rich.
Peace. See you next time.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on!
This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
This is the path of my destiny.
Dare you challenge the king?
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
I am Rashid of the Turbulent Wind.
Rashid wins.
Remember the name well.